This SKO Radio Network program is rated Unleashed and is intended for mature audiences only.
The views and opinions expressed on the SKO Radio Network are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on the SKO Radio Network can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and/or claim any cure of disease or condition.
From the Debbie McCune Broadcasting Center at the SKO Radio Network, it's time for Some Kind of Radio Show, starring Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew. The phone lines are now open, so call or text to 234-200-5110. That number once again is 234-200-5110. Without any further ado, here's Earl and the Crazy Crew.
I'd like to talk a little bit about baseball and football. Starting with baseball. Baseball is different from any other sport in a lot of different little ways. For instance, in most sports, you score points or you score goals. In baseball, you score runs. In most sports, the ball or the object is put in play by the offensive team. In baseball, the defense puts the ball in play, and only the defensive team is allowed to touch the ball. In fact, in baseball, if an offensive player touches the ball intentionally, he's out. Also, most sports, the team is run by a coach. In baseball, the team is run by a manager. And only in baseball does the manager or the coach have to wear the same uniform the players do. Can you picture Bill Parcells in his New York Giants uniform? Now, baseball and football are different from one another in other kind of interesting ways, I think. First of all, baseball is a 19th century pastoral game. Football is a 20th century technological struggle. Baseball is played on a diamond, in a park, the baseball park. Football is played on a gridiron in a stadium, sometimes called Soldier Field or War Memorial Stadium. Baseball begins in the spring, the season of new life. Football begins in the fall when everything is dying. In football, you wear a helmet. In baseball, you wear a cap. Football is concerned with downs. What down is it? Baseball is concerned with ups. Who's up? Are you up? I'm not up. He's up. In football, the specialist comes in to kick. In baseball, the specialist comes in to relieve someone. In football, you receive a penalty. In baseball, you make an error. Whoops. Football has hitting, clipping, spearing, blocking, piling on, late hitting, unnecessary roughness, and personal fouls. Baseball has the sacrifice. Football is played in any kind of weather. Rain, sleet, snow, hail, mud. Can't read the numbers on the field, can't read the yard markers, can't read the players' numbers. The struggle will continue. In baseball, if it rains, we don't come out to play. I can't come out to play. It's raining out. Baseball has a 7th inning stretch. Football has the 2-minute warning. Baseball has no time limit. We don't know when it's going to end. We might have extra innings. Football is rigidly timed, and it will end even if we have to go to sudden death. In baseball, during the game in the stands, there's kind of a picnic feeling. Emotions may run high or low, but there's not that much unpleasantness. In football, in the stands during the game, you can be sure that at least 27 times you are perfectly capable of taking the life of a fellow human being. Preferably a stranger. And finally, the objectives of the two games are totally different. In football, the object is for the quarterback, otherwise known as the field general, to be on target with his aerial assault, riddling the defense by hitting his receivers with deadly accuracy, in spite of the blitz, even if he has to use the shotgun. With short bullet passes and long bombs, he marches his troops into enemy territory, balancing this aerial assault with a sustained ground attack which punches holes in the forward wall of the enemy's defensive line. In baseball, the object is to go home and to be safe. I hope I'll be safe at home. Safe at home.
All right, it's 8:05 here on Some Kind of Radio Show here on the SKO Radio Network. Earl McCune here along with Dylan. Who? Dylan Thompson?
Dylan, somebody.
Dylan Thompson?
Don't know him.
Who the hell is this freaking guy?
Don't know him.
Brother Hezekiah, Tony the Comedy Killer.
Yep.
Lori's with us.
Hello.
Hey, babe. And all of you. So feel free to join us tonight on the program. We are...
the millions and millions of the Rocks fans.
Tonight we're live on Facebook Live. Of course, we are on all our apps, the Roku app, the TuneIn app, the Simple Radio app, and, of course, SKORadio.com.
Yes.
Tonight's show probably goes without really saying, if you've been listening to the first few minutes, we're saluting George Carlin. I mean...
The late, great George Carlin.
The late, great George Carlin, that's right.
Or Rufus.
His birthday is Sunday.
His birthday is Sunday, so it kind of all fits. It all fits.
Yes.
So, yeah, we got a good over an hour's worth of George Carlin comedy throughout the evening tonight, so a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun for everybody. A lot of just an hour of good comedy, just hilarious
3 hours of bad comedy.
Yeah.
3 hours of the comedy killer.
Yeah. Enough said.
Enough said there.
And and just imagine, it's just like, Earl, how you doing tonight? You fine and dandy? Or fine bordering on dandiness?
I'm just...
That's one of his bits later on.
Dandy, yeah. I'm just so dandy.
Tonight's forecast, dark, with continuing darkness.
That's it.
And scattered light in the morning.
Scattered light in the morning. And, I do want to throw this out tonight. And tonight we have a poll question on the SKO Radio Network LLC Facebook page during our Facebook Live.
Trash is over there if you're going to go throw something out. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, you funny guy. You funny guy.
I didn't claim to be funny. I was just being serious.
Okay, question is, do you support the proposed Uber and Lyft strike? 3 choices. I don't care, yes or no. Feel free to vote on that, and let us know what you voted. Call us or text us, 234-250-110, and I'm going to go ahead and go right over to Tony, because Tony drives Uber and Lyft. Tony,
I do.
Give us a little insight on your end of this whole thing. Is it really happening? Is it not happening? I know there was an initial IPO today, $45 a share for Uber.
Yep. Overpriced.
And, very overpriced.
It's high.
It's high. And I think it's going to drop.
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch that stock with...
I would buy it at $25 a share to be safe.
I would. Yeah, $25 a share, I'd be all over it. But $45 a share?
45 is just a little too much. Well, see, and here's the thing. When I go back, I just hit 2,500 rides in 2.5 years. Mm-hmm. If I would have done that beginning of April, they would have given me $1,000, but I didn't make it in time.
Right.
So 5 weeks late, and I'm out of grand. A lot of people don't, think, people jump in my car.
Yeah.
How much of what I'm paying them do you get? Mm-hmm. I get probably 2/3 of it.
Right.
I'm happy with. I know what I'm getting ahead of time.
Yeah.
I know how to run the system to where I'm going to make money. Mm-hmm. I worked last night 4 hours, probably made $100, and I run college kids around, and so hell with it. And that's no tips.
Right.
College kids generally don't tip.
Right.
They don't have no money, so
They have money to Uber though.
They have money to Uber. Mom and Dad are covering that, but it's just when they're Ubering to the bar, from the bar, and and they all share it anyway.
Puking in your back seat?
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
I've only had 3 pukers in 2.5 years.
Okay.
And I don't mind I don't mind if it happens in my car because I have leather. It's easy to clean up. I can clean it up and keep driving. Because you have cloth interior, you're screwed because then you got to have everything professionally cleaned and shampooed and yada yada.
Unless it runs on the floor.
Yeah, well, that's even enough. Yeah, that's even.
Yeah,
but
right.
But no, so I get about 2/3. So if I do a short run, I make $3. I work 5 minutes for it.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Well, there's some of these fucknuts that think that you can do this job full time.
Right.
They both Uber and Lyft advertise it as a side hustle.
Exactly.
Little extra throwaway money for you on the
That's
side.
what it's meant to be, is extra money. It's not meant to be a full-time job.
No, and people. I could
Have
do
you ever
that.
thought to yourself, I'm fired?
Fucked up.
I did that last week, too.
Hit the stop button. Hit the stop button. There you go.
I screwed up.
There's still too much on the network. I took everything off the network that I have. So.
Yeah. Well, it worked last week just fine.
Well, but whose problem is that?
I don't know. Problem is it? What do we got on the network?
I don't know. Go ask the
I'm
kids.
not on it.
Go ask the
The
kids.
kids on the network?
Go kill them.
Probably.
Well, don't do that because that's.
Yeah.
Don't want to kill them, but
Yeah.
But
Well,
no. But anywho, so so some of these dumbasses think they can do this full time.
Mm-hmm.
They're out there 12, 14 hours making what I make in 8. But plus they put a ton more wear and tear on their car and.
Well, that, and then then not to mention, when it comes tax time, you're going to be paying taxes.
Yeah, they have to, whereas when I add this to my income, right off my miles, it's kind of a wash.
Got a call already.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, we got a call. Let's take the first call of the night here. Good evening. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
How's it going? You got John O'Donnell on there with you guys?
Holy crap! Hey, it's John O'Donnell, the world famous, legendary John O'Donnell.
Who's this fucking guy?
That guy.
Oh, that guy.
Where's Joe?
That guy.
Joe. He's not. Joe.
Missed the joke.
Hi, John.
What's going on, John?
How's it going, gentlemen?
Well, it's going. We're just doing our thing tonight.
I call my favorite radio station, my favorite radio host. Wish you guys a happy Friday.
Well, happy Friday to you, Joe.
There is a new show on Saturday mornings that might be interesting.
I heard about that. That's
Radioactive with Pat Morrow.
No. Wrong. They moved to Sunday.
Wrong show. Wait, hold on. No, wrong show.
They moved to Sunday.
Hey, guys. Looking forward to tomorrow with Cinderblock Sports, and really happy to be on with you guys. And you guys are the best. So, where is everybody tonight? You guys got nobody with you?
Yeah, it's just me, Dylan, Tony, and Lori. I mean, that's everyone else is kind of like, well, I think we're kind of it.
Yeah.
All the important people is what you're telling me.
Yeah, and I was supposed to take this week off, but guess what?
Supposed to.
Yeah.
Well,
But
what?
You can't put Dylan's face on the Facebook Live, so you have to.
No, you can't.
You can't put Dylan's face. Right?
You can't.
No, I mean it's not good. Dylan have a face for radio and a voice for a newspaper. I mean that's why we keep him on the radio. Yeah, and even then the voice for a newspaper is pushing.
I gotta admit, I haven't seen a tribute. What are we tributing tonight?
George Carlin.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys picked some pretty interesting things. I can't lie to you.
Yeah, we definitely try to keep it interesting. That's for sure.
Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I just wanted to say I hope people listen to my show tomorrow morning, and I'm really glad you guys gave me the chance, and just happy working with great people. And Tony, anytime you want to be on the show, man, join me in the studio. You can always use the help, and really happy to be back on board. So
Will do.
Calling to give you guys props.
It's good to have you here, man. Definitely. We're looking forward to hearing you tomorrow. That's for sure.
Sounds good. Have a great Friday night, guys. And everybody listen to SKO Radio whenever you can, because they are growing and they are awesome. So go SKO Radio, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
All right. Thanks, John.
All right.
We'll see you tomorrow, buddy.
Bye.
All right. Bye, John.
Bye-bye.
That is John O'Donnell, host of the Cinderblock Sports, which is going to be debuting here live tomorrow at 11 a.m.
9 to 11, right?
9 to 11. Yeah, that's right. 9 to 11. Sorry about that. I can't even get my own times right here. Jeez. But yeah, they'll be on 9 to 11 tomorrow, and he's got a vast knowledge of sports. I mean, he really does. Yes. And looking forward to hearing what he's got to do, what he's got going, and it's going to be a good show. I'm looking forward to it. I've listened to some of his podcasts he's done. And, of course, when they did the other show at the bar, John was pretty good. I mean, he was really, really good. And I told John day one I was impressed with how he was on the radio. I mean, he's got that presence for it. You know, he's got that voice. He's got the charisma, the carry, the drive. He has it. You know, he's got that it factor for being on the radio. And plus, he's pretty good when he comes on this show. He's pretty damn funny. You know.
Yeah.
How does it feel to have just watched your fiance suck another man's dick?
What?
What?
Yeah. John, make sure you tell Earl thank you, man.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I want to watch.
Oh, you don't want to watch that? Because believe me, I don't want to be in that room. You kidding
Well, you're
me?
already doing it, so, I mean...
I was giving the man props, not sucking the man's dick.
I don't know. Fine line. Fine line. I don't know. Earl's been known to do some rather.
Earl's been known to not do anything crazy. Come on. What are you
Oh,
talking about?
nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
I've never done anything crazy in my life, Dylan.
Oh well.
So
We'll.
I've only
we'll
hosted
call,
a show.
We'll call Mike.
I've hosted a show for 7 years.
We'll call Mike Malone and have him send
Malone
you more.
just sent me a goddamn.
We'll,
now,
and we'll have him
let
send
me
you
tell
more
what.
videos to just
Let
watch.
me tell you what. He sends me this fucking video.
And you watched
Literally.
the whole thing.
No, I didn't watch the whole thing.
Yes, you did.
I watched enough to see the poop.
You
come out.
You watched it until I called you out for watching the whole thing.
Well, you know what?
Did he not?
Yes, he did.
He did.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, this is what he sent me. Okay, just to help pass it along, Dylan. There you go, buddy. I sent it to you now.
You're blocked.
Sends me this video with the thing. I want to meet her, and all you see is this view of this dude plowing his chick, and all you see is her butthole getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and all of a sudden you see the turd pop out.
You're blocked.
Like, what the fuck? I don't want to see that shit.
But you did, and you watched it.
That guy literally fucked the shit
You
out of
watched
her.
the whole thing.
Yeah. I didn't watch the whole goddamn thing. I watched enough.
And then I said something, and you're like, "Oh, I should turn this off now."
We liked watching our asshole protrude.
It just got bigger. That's all. I'm not in video right now, so I don't really care.
Okay.
It's the thing. I got a little bit of the runny nose stuff going here, and everyone's kind of got it going. Everyone's got it going right now.
Pollen's been the worst.
It has been a rough week for pollen. Very
Oh,
rough.
so you're gonna turn the video back on and show your ugly face?
That's it. You know, we're gonna do that. We're gonna turn my
Gonna do it.
We're gonna put my ugly face back on video, and we're gonna.
Oh God.
Okay, we're gonna get it back out there.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it. We're going to be live and worldwide. Okay, there we go. And we're coming back on the video now. So anyone that wants to tune into the video and look at my ugly face, it's there. There we go. We're live. It's me. I'm pretty ugly. Thank you. Face for radio, voice for a leaflet. Not even quite a newspaper. But
No.
no. If you'd like to join us on the program, we'd love to hear from you. 234-200-5110. We'll put you right through on the show tonight. And we'd love to hear from you. We got a lot to talk about tonight with the Uber strike, as Tony was talking about. No, go ahead, Tony. Before
Okay.
Go ahead. You were talking about it.
Okay. So, like I said, there, you got all these fucknuts that want to do this thing full time. And, and there's all kinds of other ways to make money. You can, haul for the food delivery apps. Uber's got one. And, but all these people claim that they're not making minimum wage just because, I sat and only did 3 rides this hour and only made $9. So I didn't make minimum wage. You're a 1099 private contractor.
Right.
So guess what? You don't have to make minimum wage.
Right.
It's your job to go out there and and hustle, and you take rides. And Uber's pretty much admitting they know that people are driving for Lyft and vice versa. Mm-hmm. If you're smart, you're doing both.
Right.
Like I do. Like last night, I drove a bunch of Lyft until Uber started surging. Then I turned Lyft off and did nothing but Uber. And it's just they even changed the way they surge now. Instead of multiplying the fare, they just give us a flat dollar amount. Although they inflate the dollar amount the farther the ride goes.
Right.
Because they sure should charge the passenger more if they're going to Cleveland and it's surging.
Yeah.
They're not just going to give me a flat $5 and let me run my fare. So they fatten up the surge for us, and people bitch. They want to strike because they want to force, them. You're not a paid clock in, clock out employee.
Right.
Minimum wage laws don't apply.
Right.
They don't have to provide insurance for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same as if you're just going to contract yourself out doing whatever.
Right.
Exactly.
Whatever you're doing, you go into this knowing full well, okay, I could make money. I could make boatloads of money doing this some nights. Some nights I could make really shitty money.
Well, it's the same as here, you know. I mean, we're all independent contractors to a extent here. I mean, whenever there's a radio sale or something like that, it involves a transaction where there's exchange of funds to said host. We're all independent contractors, you know, on that aspect.
In a similar aspect.
And so that's because everyone has, well, you know, because we don't have insurance here. We don't even have employees here. I mean,
there's technically no employees.
There is no employees here. I mean, even, you know, I as the owner, I'm not even technically considered an employee. I just work, you know, I just come in here and run the place, and here you go. You know?
Yeah.
But
yeah, so, you know, a lot of these drivers want to strike and say, oh, I'm not going to drive. And, your other drivers, don't cross the picket lines.
Right.
Screw you. I'm going to go out there and make money. I have no loyalty to the other drivers. In fact, I'm one of the assholes. I'll tell you what, I'm one of the other assholes that if I catch you violating Uber standards, I'm going to tweet your plate and your vehicle, and I'll send it to Uber or Lyft over Twitter, because that's how we're supposed to report to them, is we tweet them and send a picture to them and, you know, let us know why they're violating, you know, standards. And, you know, and it's just, you know, like if I see people piling 5 into a car when they're only supposed to have 4.
Right.
They're breaking the rules. Because guess what? The less cars that are on the road, the sooner it surges.
Right.
I benefit myself doing that.
Well, the less cars on the road, the more money there is for you to make, basically.
Yeah. So it's just, you know, we got to kind of police ourselves. And
yeah.
I mean, we had one Uber driver this spring semester got pulled over for driving under the influence. The guy
during a ride?
Well, he apparently went out, drove, made some money, went and hung out with some of his passengers. They invited him in for a drink, so he went in, put several away, a lot more than what he should have. Then decided, I need to make some more money. Let's flip on the old Uber light and let's start driving again. And he got pulled over with people in his car while he was on a ride.
Oh my God!
And got excited for DUI.
God.
And then you hear all these horror stories. You heard the horror story of the chick that hopped in the wrong car. The guy kidnapped her and killed her.
No.
Yeah, it was a few weeks ago.
I did not hear about that.
This chick hopped in the car, and just hopped in this car. She she ordered an Uber. She just hopped in this car, and the guy drove her down the road. I think he raped her, and then he killed her.
Jeez.
Well, see, Uber and Lyft both send you the make, model, color, and license plate
and the picture of the driver.
Yeah, and a picture of the driver.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it wasn't a fault. You know, you can't say it's Uber or Lyft's fault.
No.
They did everything for you besides hold your hand and walk you and make sure you got in the car.
Right.
And, you know, and everybody's like, you know, and the big name that comes up is Uber. They blame it on Uber.
Of course.
Because they're the bigger of the two.
Right.
Whether, you know, and there's good drivers and there's assholes.
Well, you know, like I said, I'm going to be using now, when I'm gone in Vegas next month, I'm going to, me and Lori going to Vegas next month for 6 days.
Yeah.
Any traveling I'm doing that week is going to be on Uber.
Yeah.
Because, for one, it's cheaper than taking a taxi out there.
Yeah.
And two,
easier.
It's easier. And that's what I did last year when we were out last year. I mean, that's what we did the whole week. Because we stayed downtown, and we go down to the Strip. You know, and if I go down to the Strip, I'm going to take Uber and get down there. I mean, and it's convenient, it's quick, and it's a hell of a lot cheaper than the cabs and the shuttle buses they got going out there. Good God, it was a freaking cluster. You know, last year with the you know. I love our good buddy John Sinsel because, you got to take the shuttle bus from the airport. Best way to go. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Took the shuttle bus. I kid you not. It was 2 hours on the shuttle bus, and we paid like a ridiculous amount of money.
No, see, when we went to Orlando, it was free.
Yeah. No, see, this wasn't free. This was something that's an independent company, and you had to pay them, and they like, okay, what hotel are you going to? Okay, they make a list of who all the hotels you're going to go to.
You gotta find a hotel that offers that.
See, not that out there. They don't do it out there.
Yeah, the Vegas hotels, nope.
They don't do it out there. No, they don't do it out there.
And see, there's such limited, like if you go to Orlando, there's such like limited hotels that are down there. So a lot of them will do it because especially there.
Or in Miami.
Yeah, so
or in Miami. There were still a whole bunch of,
hotels that were offering it.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a different story out there.
Vegas wants money for everything.
Vegas wants money for everything. Everyone wants their payday. They want.
You almost have to pay to breathe out there.
Pretty much. I mean,
you're-
like, you remember they used to talk about how cheap the buffets used to be in Vegas? Not no more. They're freaking, like, I know the one buffet I'm going to hit while we're out there, and I was telling Lori.
Caesars?
Got to go to Caesars. Best buffet out there.
Yeah.
A couple people said go to the Wynn. The buffet's out there at the Wynn's really good. But the best one
the
I
Wynn's
had.
probably better than Caesars.
I thought I didn't try the Wynn's. I'll probably try the Wynn's this year. We went to Caesars probably 3 times last year because it was so freaking phenomenal.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, it was a press. And then, of course, we go next door over to the Bellagio for the buffet. What a joke that one was compared to the one at Caesars. Caesars buffet was just impeccably good. I mean, you paid a little bit for it, but you got more than your money's worth. I mean, because you name it, they had it on the menu. It was there. I mean, you want Italian, they got you want Asian, you want Mexican, you want any type of meat in the world, they got it. I mean, they even have the odd meat, like elk and boar and all that shit. If you want to try some of that shit, hey, they got it. I'm like, holy shit. I mean, I went for the prime rib. I was like, I'm not a big elk and boar guy. Just give me the prime rib. I'm happy. And of course, I love my seafood, so I had to do the crab legs. That's just kind of a given. So I did that, and then I got some. I was telling, Dylan and I were talking about pho. And they have
good stuff.
They have some really good pho out there.
Yeah.
And I was also really impressed with the food. It was just phenomenal. So,
See, when I've been out there, I've only been out there a few days. So, and then like that Friday night, obviously we went to dinner at Ramsey's.
Mm-hmm.
So now I've hit all 4. I don't know, like this year I don't know where we're going to go. We got to pick a new place to go restaurant-wise.
Right.
Because I've already hit all 4 of his in the last 4 years I've went.
Well, we're staying at the Four Queens.
Okay.
Down on old downtown. I was like, I don't really care because we're not going to be spending a lot of time in the room. I mean, we're going to be exploring. We're going to hit some casinos. We're going to be seeing some shows. We're just going to be seeing everything. We'll be in a room at night,
Donkashay. You're not going to take her to see Wayne Newton?
That's what you think.
What was that, babe?
So that's what you think.
That's what I think. What do I think? What are you talking about?
Did you get
Time in the room?
Mm-hmm.
Jacuzzi tub?
No, it's just a basic room.
Okay.
I mean, we didn't go all out. I mean, just.
Well, I told you when we went to Niagara Falls that they put us in a room with a jacuzzi tub. It just didn't work.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, good thing I didn't order a room with a jacuzzi tub.
Yeah. No, we're like I said, we're staying at the Four Queens, and then the second night we're out there, we're gonna have the helicopter ride. Yeah, we're gonna have the helicopter ride, and I think that'd be cool because I'm
so excited.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that.
You've never been up in a helicopter, have you?
I've flown helicopters.
Oh, you have?
Oh yes. I had lessons about.
He says that as if you should know.
Yeah. No,
Didn't you brush up on your Earl McCune history before you came tonight?
I know a little bit how to fly a helicopter. I'm not going to say I know how. I know a little bit about how to fly.
If you had to, life or death,
could I fly it?
could you?
Yes.
There it is.
If I had to, yes.
There it is.
I
Could
know.
you do the same with an airplane?
Depends on the type of plane.
Good answer.
Now you gotta tell me one thing. What are the foot pedals for in a helicopter?
Controls the tail rotor blades.
Oh, so you spin left or right?
You're twisting them like this.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that controls the pitch, so it helps stabilize.
Okay.
Basically, your pedals help control your right and left turn.
Yeah.
The
stick.
The stick, which is called the cyclic control, you push it forward to move forward. And then you got your collective, which controls your vertical motion.
Yeah.
And that controls also your that's also your throttle, so you can speed up, slow down. So it's a little tricky. I mean, it's been probably about 10, maybe 11 years. So I mean,
let's put you in Airwolf.
Yeah, I couldn't fly that thing. I could barely. Like I said, I could probably. I got when I had the lessons a few years. It's probably been 10 or 11 years now. I had the basics of being able to fly forward and back, and I mean, I couldn't do anything elaborate.
Could you land it?
I didn't even really get a chance to. I just got to I got to basically learn how to hover. I got to learn how to fly it forward, up and down. I really didn't get to try to land or nothing like that. It was just I had like maybe 2-3 lessons.
Okay.
I was actually studying more single engine Cessnas, so I had a little bit more training on those than I did anything. So I had some training on single engine Cessnas. I could half fly that. I mean, it's been so long now. I probably wouldn't remember half the shit now. I've forgotten more than I remember, But
here's your trivia of the day. Who invented the helicopter?
let's see, Hughes.
George Carlin.
George Carlin.
It's the theme of the night.
What?
Igor Sikorsky.
Sikorsky, that's right. Sikorsky.
I've never been on one, and I'm going to be like a little kid.
Yeah, helicopters are fun.
So
I love
excited.
helicopters. I mean, don't get me wrong. I prefer flying in a helicopter versus flying in a plane.
Yeah.
Helicopters are fun, you know.
I can't wait.
I can't wait either. I love helicopters. But question of the night, poll is up on our Facebook Live. Do you support the Uber and Lyft strike going on?
No.
Okay. There is 3 answers available. I don't care, a yes or no. Right now,
I don't care.
We have a couple votes in for I don't care, nothing for yes, and 1 for no. So right now, 67% I don't care is leading the poll.
Make it 75.
We're going to keep it. We're going to keep that going. I can see the live results as they come in right here on my screen. So we're going to keep that going throughout the night. We'll ask that throughout the night. And if you'd want to call in and give us your answer too, please feel free. But we encourage you to vote on the poll. We're going to take a quick break and play our first George Carlin clip of the night, or second Carlin clip of the night, really. So we're going to stay tuned for some kind of radio show here. Enjoy this. This is going to be a lot of fun. Stay tuned.
The ZM Insurance Group is Northeast Ohio's #1 choice for insurance solutions. They're proud to offer auto, life, home, pet, and business insurance, not to mention renter's insurance, RV, boat, and motorcycle insurance as well. They also offer insurance solutions for rental and commercial properties too. The ZM Insurance Group has been insuring amazing businesses and awesome families in Ohio since 2008. They make the insurance process easy and no appointments are necessary. You can follow the ZM Insurance Group on Twitter at ZM Insurance, on Facebook at ZM Insurance Group, and on Instagram at ZM Insurance. Call the ZM Insurance Group today at 330-777-0092. Once again, that's 330-777-0092.
Hello out there, this is Hilljack Bob, and you're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here exclusively on the SKO Radio Network, and we still have 110% itchy balls.
So the words, as I say, shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits, fart, turd, and twat. Now, motherfucker came off the list immediately, the first day, in fact. I had a call from an English language purist. Some guy he had to talk, you know, he got on the phone. He tells me I have a duplicate on my list. I have a duplication. He says, motherfucker is a duplication of the word fuck, technically, because fuck is the root form, motherfucker being derivative, therefore it constitutes duplication. And I said, hey, motherfucker, how did you get my phone number anyway? How did he know I got your phone? I said, look, man, it may be derivative, but you still can't say it. Still can't say motherfucker on TV, can you? He said, no, but you can't say fucky, fucking, fuckola, fuckaroony, or fuckarino either. Well, I said, yeah, that would crowd up my list something awful. So I just struck that motherfucker, or wait, struck it from the list. Motherfucker was gone. Now the list was shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, tits. Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, tits. Does it sound like something's missing? Does it sound like an old friend is gone? Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, tits. Remember the old rhythm? Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits. Cocksucker, motherfucker, tits. Cocksucker, motherfucker, tits. Cocksucker, motherfucker, tits. Now, shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, tits. It falls apart. It isn't going anywhere. And by now, cocksucker is the dominant word on the list. Previously, with motherfucker on the list, cocksucker was somewhat balanced out. They were the only multisyllabic words on the list. But now, cocksucker stands alone. Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, tits. And who knows, maybe it doesn't belong either. After all, motherfucker turned out to be a ringer. Let's take a look at cocksucker. See if this one belongs. We'll divide the word cock and sucker from each other, those words. Sucker isn't dirty. Sucker, it's suggestive as hell. But it isn't dirty. And cock, that's not dirty all the time. That's one of those words that's only partly filthy. Cock cock, if you're talking about the animal, it's perfectly all right. They used to read that to us from the Bible in 3rd grade. And we would laugh. Cock is in the Bible. Remember the first time you heard about a cockfight? What? No. Even the word cocksucker itself has been twisted out of all of its original meaning. It's been distorted. For some reason now, cocksucker means bad man. It's a good woman. How did they do that? How did they do that? Well, chits is on the end of the list. Shit, piss, fucking cocksucker, motherfucker. Tits. And you know it doesn't belong on that list. I mean, it really doesn't belong in with that kind of heavyweight filth. Tits isn't dirty. Tits is a cute name. Cute thing, cute idea. Great fun. Good name. Tits, hey, Tits sounds like a friend. It sounds like a nickname, doesn't it? Hey, Tits, come here, man. Hey, Tits, I want you to meet Toots. Tits, this is Toots. Toots, Tits. Tits. Cute word. Nice word. I love a word that spells the same forwards and backwards like tit. Don't you think it's so cute when a word is spelled the same forwards and backwards? I always wished my name was Otto. Just so I could walk backwards and yell my name, you know? Otto! 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 Well, I had strange dreams. But the word tit is on the list because you can't say it on television. You can't say tit. Imagine that. Can't say tits. You can say boobs. Boob is spelled the same forwards and backwards, too. Boobs is all right. You can't say tits, but you can say boobs. In fact, boobs is an answer now on Match Game. I had boobs, Gene. Boobs, $200. Tits, $200 fine, maybe. You can't say tits. You can say teats. Teats is all right, providing you're on at 5 in the morning and a cow is your guest. But you can't say jugs and you can't say knockers, you know. That's right, Danny. Pull on the cow's knockers. Right, grab a knocker in each hand, attaboy. Now alternate knockers. Good deal. Can't say that. Tits. Tits sounds like a snack, you know. Well, I know what you're thinking, but tits sounds almost, it sounds Nabisco to me. It sounds like Nabisco has reserved that name. Because tits sounds like a thing at a party. Pass the tits, would you be? Say, those things are responding. Well, shit, this fucking toxic motherfucker says fart, turd, and twat. Fart is like tit. It's one of those words that isn't that harmful. You know, it's just a cute kind of thing. Well, farts can be a little harmful. It depends on who's cooking. But fart is a cute. Hey, kids know farts are okay. Kids know farts are fun. Farts are shit without the mess. Yeah. Same funny sound, same vile smell, no fuss, no muss. Fart is an interesting word in this respect. Talking about television, fart is extremely interesting because, dig this, you can't say fart on television. We know that. You can't say fart. And you can't say fuck either on television. However, you can refer to fucking. You can talk about fucking. They do that all the time. Some of the times, the show you're watching, two people are probably fucking in the other room. Fucking is all right. Fucking is part of the plot. A lot of plots are based on fucking. Will they fuck? Should they fuck? Have they fucked? Did they fuck? Will they fuck again? Will they get sick from fucking? Are they fucking too much? Will they fuck each other's friends? Will they have a baby from fucking? Will they be sorry they fucked? Will they be glad they fucked? All fuck stories. Every honeymoon joke is a fuck joke. Have you ever noticed it? Otherwise, the people wouldn't be on their honeymoon in the joke. They'd be knights or they'd be sailors or something. They're on their honeymoon. There's got to be a fuck joke. Every quiz master has stood there with his newlywed couple and said, and I understand you folks are on your honeymoon. Lots of fucking going on here. Lots of fucking over here. So they talk about fucking all they want. They just don't call it that. They don't call it what it is. They call it other things. They call it making love, which is fine. They call it going to bed with someone, having an affair, sleeping together. But they don't call it fucking. On the other hand, fart. Not only is fart a word you can't use on television, but they never even refer to them. That's how bad farts are compared to fucking. They don't even refer to farts. There are no farts on television. You've never seen a reference to a fart? I've never seen a fart reference. No, wouldn't you think that by now one guy would have gone, You think by now that one guy on the Johnny Carson panel just once would have said, "Hey, Ed, move down, man." Woo! Wow. That was a Clydesdale fart, Ed. Give me the lighter, will you, Johnny? Wow. Geez, Ed, next time you're sick, you ought to see the nurse, you know? God, it's not the smell so much. It's the burning of my eyes! Well, we might live to see that. You never know. Remember when you were a kid? Maybe you were a little boy child like me, out on short pants, maybe sitting in church. Sitting on a wooden bench in church in the middle of the summer with short pants. You got a fart, you know? And it's up to you. You got to work out a little maneuver that's called the one-cheek sneak. Right in tune with the organ. That's why they call them pews, you know? Pews. Notice that your own farts smell okay. Say, that's fairly decent. I think I'll stay home today. Do some reading in the closet. Now, I mentioned the three extra words, fart, turd, and twat. Turd is another word you can't say on television, turd. But, you know, when you get right down to it, who wants to say it? I don't even care if I ever hear that one again. Twat. Twat is on the list for the same reason. It doesn't mean anything else. You know, it only has that one meaning. Twat's twatting. That's that. It's not like prick. Prick is one of those part-time dirty words. Prick is all right. You can say prick on television. You can say, I pricked my finger. Just don't say you fingered your prick.
Prick, Dylan. Just remember that. All right. Welcome back to Some Kind of Radio Show here in the SKO Radio Network. Earl McCune along with Tony the Comedy Killer and, of course, Dylan Thompson in the studio with me. Of course. Lori went to give me some drugs. I need legal drugs. I got a headache. She went to go give me some Tylenol. But, you know, it's funny. We were listening to that last thing from George Carlin there, the classic 7 Dirty Words. Classic bit. Yes. But you know what's funny? How many of those words now can be said on television that couldn't?
About half of them.
About half of them. Like, fart is allowed to be said. You heard fart on the Disney Channel, for Christ's sake.
Let's go through the
Let's go through
core 7.
Okay, let's go through the core 7.
Ass.
No, ass isn't one of them. Shit cannot be. Shit actually gets.
Shit can be said on cable television.
Cable television, because it's said on USA now.
Yes.
Because you hear it on USA, it's like whoa, shit. That's said on USA now?
Yeah.
Because I heard it on a couple of USA things. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. That's
Piss.
cool, though. Piss is said on everything.
Now.
Piss is normal.
I'm pissed off.
Yeah. Piss is said on regular TV.
Fuck.
Can't be said on regular TV. And it can't even. It has to be a cable network, like
It's
HBO.
gotta
It's got to be like a premium channel. They won't even say it on the cable channels.
The C word?
You can't. You don't hear that. Can't say that unless it's on the premium channels again.
Yeah.
Cocksucker?
Can't say that. Can't say that.
Motherfucker?
Yeah, can't say that unless it's again a premium channel.
Yeah. Tits? No. You can't say tits. And then, you get the fart.
Fart's heard on the Disney Channel, for Christ's sake.
Turd.
Turd's heard on the Disney Channel, for Christ's sake. Twat's not heard.
You don't hear twat.
You don't hear a lot of people don't say twat anymore either. I mean,
you don't hear twat.
I mean, you don't hear a lot of twat anymore. Now, how many of those things we said on internet radio?
All
of them. Yeah. That's right.
All 7 plus 3.
All 7 plus 3 and even a few more, but the ones we don't allow here is the C word. We will not, and that's a personal choice of this station, we will not allow the C word to be said on this station. C word and N word, if you know what I mean. Those 2 words we will not allow here at SKO.
Confiscation
and the K word.
And yeah.
Because that rhymes with bike.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's,
okay.
Yeah. Silence.
You probably don't know about that, do you?
Huh? The looks. Dylan's got the look.
Dylan's got the perplexed look.
Yeah. Dylan's way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But the 7 Dirty. I mean, that's probably one of Carlin's.
That's one of the most famous
bits, and that was done like in the 70s, and that was one of his better bits. And I think anything Carlin did was pretty much gold. Yeah, there's my. We're looking at a newspaper from 1992, I believe.
When I graduated high school.
A bowling newspaper I was in.
The Alley Cats.
Mm-hmm. That was actually my second cousin was the editor and publisher of that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. He quit doing that a number of years ago, and now he's retired, and we wish him nothing but the best. But he used to be the editor. He did that for years and years and years and years, and everyone looked forward to reading the newspaper.
What you don't know about Earl is that he's related to everyone in the bowling business.
I'm not related to everyone in the bowling business. I just know everyone in the bowling
close.
business. I know a lot of people in the bowling business.
Earl Anthony?
I met him twice.
He's a little dead now, but
he's a little dead. Yeah,
a little bit.
A little bit. There's a lot of people I know in the business, especially in the bowling
business.
Pete
Weber?
I've met Pete a few times. Good guy.
Hell, I've met Pete.
Yeah, Pete's a great guy.
What about Mark Roth?
I met Mark Roth years ago. Now, Mark Roth just suffered a heart attack not that long ago, so he's recovering slowly. He had a bad stroke a few years back too, so he's not in good health. And thoughts and prayers out to Mark Roth for sure.
Yeah. Wayne Webb?
Met Wayne many a times. I've actually crossed in a couple tournaments with Wayne. I've actually bowled jackpot bowling against Wayne. And a lot of fun. Good fun guy.
Because that's, in Columbus where they have the state bowling finals, it's the Wayne Webb Bowling Center.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Wayne
Webb's Columbus
Bowl. Yep. I've met Wayne a few times. Good guy. Really good guy.
Yeah, because I'm trying to
know a couple of people that work down there.
Yeah, good. He's a good man. He's a good guy. One of the nicest people, fun people in bowling.
Let's play this game. I like this game.
Okay.
Just the opposite of Jason Belmonte.
I like this game.
Yeah, he's he's fine off the lanes.
He's an asshole in competition.
Yeah, he's an asshole in competition, but you have to be out there.
Yeah,
you have to be an asshole in competition.
Not to that level.
Yeah,
you don't have to be sitting there crinkling your water.
Now he's kind of a douche when it comes as a bowler. He's a douche. He's a douche. I mean that's classless. But off the lanes, he's a hell of a nice guy.
Yeah,
okay,
a hell of a nice guy off the lanes. I was actually very impressed when I met him for the first time a couple years ago. Nice guy.
What about Roy Munson?
Roy Munson, Jesus Christ.
Trojan man?
Yeah. I've never met Woody Harrelson, so.
Yeah.
Roy Munson.
There's a beer named after him.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know that.
Missing Mountain makes it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny. If I ever met Woody Harrelson, Kingpin wouldn't be the first movie I'd ask him about.
Yeah.
Natural Born Killers.
Yeah, good movie. Good flick.
Yeah.
Good flick. I'd ask him about his days on Cheers.
Oh, working with Ray Perlman and
Ted Danson.
If
I ever had a chance to meet him, I'd ask him about his days on Cheers. That's for sure. Oh my God. Let's see.
The Many Faces of Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, he's done a lot.
He was in Solo a couple years ago.
Solo. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
White Men Can't Jump.
Great flick. Mm-hmm.
Now what about the Big Lebowski?
Was he in the Big Lebowski?
No.
No, that was a good flick, though.
Good flick.
Talking bowling now.
Yeah. Okay, bowling.
it's funny. It's a bowling movie, but
It's
nothing
not.
about bowling.
Right.
It's just
so commonly.
It just surrounds a bowling center.
Yeah.
It's just so commonly.
They're in a bowling alley, but
Yeah.
you know what? You never see the dude bowl.
Yeah.
Ever. He doesn't throw one single shot. He's supposed to be like,
He's in his bathrobe.
and he's supposed to be like the best bowler
Yeah.
in the area or whatever. But you never see him throw a ball.
Or John. What about John Goodman?
Goodman threw a few shots. Yeah, Goodman threw some balls.
I don't know if Buscemi did.
Buscemi
Did he?
did. Yeah, Buscemi threw a few shots
Spoiler alert!
Yeah.
Before he dies.
before he dies in the movie. Yeah. But no, that's like it's like everyone's it's gonna be a bowling movie now. There's no bowling involved in the movie at all. And then the other
There's bowling in that fantasy sex scene he has with the chick.
yeah. But I mean, it's just it's a backdrop.
Yeah.
It's a backdrop. Kind of like half the salutes we do on this show. It's always a backdrop.
Right.
Yeah, what I was going to get at now. Remember the movie Greedy? That had Michael J. Fox in it. That had some bowling in it. Michael J. Fox actually took lessons from Johnny Petraglia how to learn how to bowl.
Really?
And he still threw the ball like shit. But
I took lessons from Earl McCune, and I still throw the ball like shit.
Yeah. The bowling movie, one of the classic bowling movies, though, Dreamer, which my buddy Malone got me onto. We saluted that on the old show before. We saluted Dreamer, and that's a cheesy 70s movie. You know, it's very cheesy, but it was it's a good bowl. But it's really a bowling story. You know, it's about a guy trying to become a bowler and become a pro, and it is. I mean, it's kind of one of them Cinderella story movies. You know, which it's gonna all end good. You know, there's some bad things that happen, but it ends good. But there hasn't been really any good. There really hasn't what you call a good bowling movie. I mean, it's really truthful. I mean, like Kingpin or something.
Like Kingpin's a comedy.
Kingpin's a comedy. There's no real
serious. There's no miracle
there's no
for
real
bowling.
Yeah,
There's
like Dreamer's probably the closest bowling story that's really legitimately about bowling. It starred the late Dick Weber, and he played a different character in it. But there is no, classic. There's just no good bowling story now.
Did Dick Weber do his own stunts? Do you think
he did his own stunts? He threw his own balls.
My God,
yeah, it's a man.
What a man!
Yeah, what a man! He threw his own balls. But no, that's neither here nor there. And then I brought something in too. You reckon
where'd you get that? I'm curious.
I've had that. That was actually at my aunt's house.
Because
I've had that, and had that for years.
You know where its duplicate is?
Yeah, I know. It's
hanging right above our walkway.
I know, and I got one here.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah,
I got one.
It's pretty cool. I was wondering. I'm like,
yeah, we got one.
Did you steal that?
No, no. I've had that for years and years and years. So,
did Chris steal yours?
No. No, we've had that for years. Actually, we got that back when they were selling those, and basically those went to bowling centers, and then a few privileged individuals got their hands on them. So I'm one of the few that's got it. So
you're privileged.
Cool. I'm privileged. It's good to know people.
Don't say privilege doesn't exist in America, people. Right. Earl McCune is privileged. Damn business owners.
Yeah, I swear to God. Damn business owners, indeed. Tony, you're going to need some caffeine.
I got Red Bulls in there.
I suggest you get a caffeine IV, man.
Yeah.
Drink up.
Drink up. You're fading.
I've been in a food coma since I got here.
If you got to shit, go do that out there.
No.
Yeah. No, don't shit in here.
Nope.
Shit out there.
No shit.
No shit. Farts are like shit without the mess.
Yeah.
Shit light.
Shit light. Shit.
Otherwise known as Bud.
I shit hard.
Yeah.
I'm a
shit
champion.
Dry?
I'm a championship shitter.
Shit dry?
Shit dry. Nope, never dry.
It's the hard stuff.
It's the hard stuff. I'm a championship shitter. I am. It's what I do.
No, you
walk into the bathroom after him.
Play that one clip of The Therapist with Adam Sandler where the therapist keeps farting.
Oh yeah, we did that. Yeah, we did that
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's like
clean, fresh air. Just think about clean, fresh air. And that's all you
Speaking
hear.
of Sandler, you see he was on SNL for the first time in a whole bunch of years.
Who was that?
Last week. Sandler.
Oh, Sandler was?
Yeah,
Okay.
he was on SNL for the first
return.
time.
Tells you a little I pay attention to TV.
In a whole bunch of years.
I
I
don't
saw it
watch-
on Facebook.
You know what kills me? I don't even. It's funny. I don't even watch TV anymore. I really don't, unless it's a ball game.
It's
and that's
a ball game, yeah. And I mean, I watch most of those at work. I'll be honest.
and then like at home, I was telling you guys, I cut the cord. I cut the cable cord at home. I don't have cable anymore.
Me neither.
I got streaming internet television now, and I got like 8,000 channels. And I was having fun. There's actually a section in this service I got. It's classic TV shows. I was scrolling. There's like 85 classic TV shows. Like, oh my God, what's all here? The $6 Million Man. No shit. So I was watching the $6 Million Man last night, and it's like all uninterrupted, no commercials, no pauses.
What
or
happened
anything.
to that other service you were?
Oh, you know what
looking
happened?
to use?
They went defunct.
Oh.
After I paid them $125 in pricks.
Did you get your money back?
No.
Well,
That's bullshit. Well, the guy that the company you buy it from, he's a third party. So he buys them, and then he sells them to you. So I'm like, yeah, I'm out 125. Yeah, not much I can do about it. Well, fuck.
Yeah.
So they went out. They went out of business. So I'm like, well, what are you gonna do? So,
I mean,
but still, I'm still saving money on what I'd be spending on cable, no matter what.
$80-some a month. for
Shit,
nothing.
I got rated. Here's the thing: when we had cable at home, I got rid of the cable in about February, and we had cable, home phone, and internet. And I was paying over $200 a month. I'm like, I don't need half this shit. I don't even use the home phone anymore. Got rid of the home phone, got rid of the cable.
Well, the kids have their own phones, so why do you need it?
Yeah, well, kids have their own cell phones, so why the hell do I need a home phone for? So I got rid of the home phone. I said, screw it, it's gone. And then when I was trying to get rid of the service, they were trying, we can lower this bill down and make it really affordable for you. Okay, great. They knocked it down to $170. I was like, well, what's it cost me just to have the internet? $68. Yeah, I'll do the $68. Yeah.
No kidding.
68 to 170. I told you I don't want to keep the internet or not the TV and the phone. Well, sir, I mean, there's TV. I'm like, I can stream my TV. I don't need to buy a TV. And with the service I got now, it's got all the locals on it now too.
Okay.
So it's got like the 358s.
I mean, that's my thing. Is like I've got Sling, and
Yeah.
that's all I need.
Yeah. And I just like screw it. Why am I going to pay for, all that money now? You don't need to. You don't have to have it anymore. I mean, I always laugh at those, like you go through Walmart, towards the back by the electronics store, and they're like, oh, hey, what's your cable service? I don't have cable anymore. Well, sir, we can get you direct. I can't have direct TV because I live in an apartment. Oh, well, sir, we can do that. I'm like, I cut the cord.
Get your DirecTV now. DirecTV now is a good service.
Yeah, but I'm paying $20 a month plus my internet. So between all, I'm paying like $85 a month for everything I need, plus my phones, my cell phones. Tony, you need a nap?
Nope.
Okay, just making sure you're like dozing there.
Got 4 minutes till break.
Well, 3. That clock's actually about a minute slow.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Damn it to hell.
No, I in January I switched to Sling.
Yeah.
I cut out cable, and it's got wrestling on it.
Yeah.
It's got ball games on it, and the only thing I don't have on it is locals.
Mm-hmm.
But
now, see, this new service I got, it's got all the locals. It's got every pay-per-view channel for free. So I was watching pay-per-view movies the other night. I was watching, watched a little bit of...
Avengers Endgame?
No,
it's not that. It's not
that. Regular pay-per-view channels. I was watching the Holmes and Watson, the pay-per-view. So I caught a few minutes of it, but it's like it's like 80 pay-per-view channels. It's like it shows you what movie's on. Oh, okay, I'll watch it. And you don't have to pay for pay-per-view. I'm like, oh, freaking fantastic! So I can watch those anytime I want. So for $20 a month, shit, it's a no-brainer. No-brainer at all. But jeez. Next hour, we're going to come back and do 7 random questions, and another clip coming up from George Carlin, of course, coming up here in just a couple minutes. We don't have a beer to review tonight, so
I'll be right back. I can go get one.
You sure?
Maybe.
No. don't worry about it. We don't have to review a beer tonight.
Should we run down to the brewery and we can find one?
No.
I don't know if they're still open.
No, I'm not worried about it.
We can review.
We can review that. I've never had that.
Really? It's
Yeah,
good.
I've never had that. We can review that, in the 10 o'clock hour, but
10 o'clock.
the 10
Peachy.
o'clock. Peachy. It's peachy.
You say a lot of uhs when you start getting all announcery. We'll be right back with
yeah.
some
Tonight, I am the Earl. Okay, I'm done.
You got a big nose like.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Let's go to break.
Let's go to break. All right. You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on the SKO Radio Network. We'll be right back after this clip from George Carlin, Best Of.
You said it again.
Do I have to? Yeah. All right, bye. Be right back.
Being a small business owner can be the challenge of a lifetime. To worry about every little aspect of growing your business is no easy task. Paramount to these is reaching and growing your customer base. That's where we here at the SKO Radio Network can help. With an ever-broadening local, national, and international audience, we can come up with an advertising plan that's right for you and your reach. Easy and affordable rates are available. You can bring your own ad, or we can produce your ad for you right here in-house. Give us a call at 234-706-5857. That number again is 234-706-5857. Or drop us a line at office@skoradio.com. SKO Radio Advertising. The only thing easier is listening. Join us on Sunday mornings from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the Oldies But Goodies Show with Bob Fritz. Bob will take your requests from the SKO Radio Live Requests Facebook page. From there, you can request any two songs from the 50s, 60s, or 70s, from doo-wop to disco to classic rock, as long as it's within those years. So saunter on up to the SKO Jukebox, make your picks, and enjoy 3 hours of your favorites. That's Oldies But Goodies, Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. here on the SKO Radio Network.
Hello there, this is Jack Bob, and you're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here exclusively on the SKO Radio Network, and we still have 110% itchy balls.
Listen. Hey. I got a lot of good ideas. Balance the stupid fucking budget. Here's another idea. I'm going to save you a whole lot of money on prisons, but at the same time, we are still going to remove from society many of our more annoying citizens. 4 groups are going away permanently. First group, violent criminals. Here's what you do with these Emmy Award winners. You take the entire state of Kansas. You move everybody out. You give them a couple of $100 for their inconvenience, you know. Gotta be fair. And then you move them out, you put a big 10-story electric fence around Kansas, and Kansas becomes a permanent prison farm for violent criminals. No parole, no police, no supplies. The only thing you give them is lethal weapons and live ammunition so they can communicate in a meaningful way. Then you put the whole thing on cable TV. The Violence Network, VNN. And for a corporate sponsor, you get one of those companies that loves to smear its logo feces all over the landscape. Budweiser will jump at this shit in half a minute. All right, next group, sex criminals. Completely incurable. You gotta lock them up. You could outlaw religion, and most of these sex crimes would disappear in a couple of generations. But we don't have time for rational solutions. Much easier to fence off another rectangular state. Rectangular states are cheaper to fence, saves the taxpayers money, you know? This time, Wyoming. But only for true sex offenders. We're not going to bother consenting adults who like to dress up in leather Boy Scout uniforms and smash each other in the head with ball-peen hammers while they take turns blowing their cat. There's certainly nothing wrong with that. It's a victimless hobby. And think of how good the cat must feel. No, we're only going to lock up rapists and molesters. Those hopeless romantics who are so full of love they can't help getting a little of it on you. Usually on your leg. You take all these heavy-breathing fun seekers and you stick them in Wyoming. And you let them suck, fuck, and fondle. You let them blow, chew, sniff, lick, whip, gobble, and cornhole each other until their testicles are whistling, "Oh, come all ye faithful." Then you turn on the cameras and you got the Sperm Channel. And don't forget our corporate sponsor. We're going to let Budweiser put little logo patches on the rapist pants right here. "This pud's for you." All right, next group, drug addicts and alcoholics. Not all of them, don't get nervous. Just the ones who are making life difficult for at least one other person. And we're not going to bother first offenders. People deserve a chance to clean up. Everyone will get 12 chances to clean up. Okay, all right, 15. That's fine, and that's it. If you can't make it in 15 tries, off you go to Colorado. A perfect place for staying loaded. Each week, all of the illegal drugs confiscated in the United States that the police and DEA don't keep for their own personal use will be airdropped into Colorado. And we're going to turn the Coors Brewery over to the beer-drinking assholes, and everyone can stay wasted, wired, stoned, bombed, hammered, smashed, and shit-faced round the clock on another new cable channel, Shit-Face Central. This is the real Rocky Mountain High. Okay, I saved my favorite group for last. The maniacs and crazy people. Yeah. The ones who live out where the buses don't run. And I distinguish between maniacs and crazy people. A maniac will beat 9 people to death with a steel dildo. A crazy person will beat 9 people to death with a steel dildo, but he'll be wearing a Bugs Bunny suit at the time. So you can't put them all away. You know, you got to keep some of them around just for the entertainment. Like a guy who tells you the King of Sweden is using his penis as a radio transmitter to send anti-Semitic lesbian meatloaf recipes to Soupy Sales and Marvin Hamlish. A guy like that, you want to give him his own radio show. No, the Maniac Farm will be reserved strictly for hopeless cases, like a guy who gets a big tattoo on his chest of Liza Minnelli taking a shit. You know? And he tells you if he wiggles a certain way, it looks like she's wiping her ass, you know? A guy like that, you want to get him into custody as quickly as possible. Now, for the Maniac Farm, I think there's no question we got to go with Utah. Utah, easy to fence, right next to Wyoming and Colorado is right next to Kansas, and that means all 4 groups of our most amusing citizens are now in one place, except for the big fences. And I think I have another one of my really good ideas for cable TV. Gates. Small sliding gates in the fences. Think of what you've got here. Think of what you've got. Predators, degenerates, crackheads, and fruitcakes. 900 miles of fence separating them. Every 50 miles, you put a small sliding gate. But the gates are only 10 inches wide, and they're only open once a month for 7 seconds. And you know something? Fuck cable. This shit has got to be on pay-per-view. Because if those gates are only open 7 seconds a month, you are going to have some mighty interesting people pushing and shoving to be first online. Deeply disturbed, armed, cranky lunatics on drugs. You know the ones. A lot of tattoos, a lot of teeth broken off at the gum line. The true face of America. And every time you open the gates, a few of the more aggressive ones are going to get through. The creme de la creme. The alphas. They're going to get through, they're going to find each other, and they're going to crossbreed. And pretty soon you have a melting pot. Child killers, corpse fuckers, drug zombies, and full-blown wackaloons. Wandering the landscape in search of truth and fun. Just like now. Everyone will have guns, everyone will have drugs, and no one will be in charge. Just like now. But at least we'll have a balanced budget.
As long as there's a balanced budget, we're fine.
Those maniacs are the kind of people you want to give a radio show to.
That's it. That's why we got one.
Yeah.
We have a whole radio station.
At least we're not doing it in a Bugs Bunny outfit.
Yeah, we could.
You can.
No.
I'm good.
You'll do it in a Bugs Bunny. You want to do it in a Bugs Bunny outfit?
You want to try?
Oh, geez.
Sure.
Oh, geez. This is where I leave.
All right, let's go. let's get the outfit going. You know. I'm ready. I'm always ready.
Me too.
I'm ready, babe. She's ready. Give us 5 minutes, guys.
10. You got to run up and get the Bugs Bunny outfit.
Screw the rabbit outfit. We'll just
Dude!
We'll just go at it like rabbits. There we go.
Screw a rabbit outfit. Not without someone in it.
Well, people have done some crazy things.
I've heard.
Welcome back to the program, everybody.
Yes, if you're just joining us, I'm sorry.
Aren't we all? Give us a call. We'd love to have you. 234-250-110. We'll put you right through on the show. But in the meantime, right now, it is that time. 7 random questions, guys.
Oh, boy.
And these are all related to...
and Earl doesn't know them because he didn't make them.
Nope.
Dylan made them. Dylan made them.
Dylan made them. You want to read them?
Yeah, sure.
Since you
I will read. I will multitask. The first one is a gimme. So
first one's a gimme.
So do we just want to start?
Yep.
Okay. Let me get the ding ding dings and stuff going. I forgot to do
Get
that.
your ding dongs.
Get my ding dongs ready. Hold on a minute here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do it right. Damn it. do. Gotta. As soon as this thing cooperates tonight, there we go. I gotta hit the right buttons. It's called operator error. Okay, I'm ready, Dylan.
You're ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Question 1. George Carlin did a shit.
He did a shit. Skit.
Sorry.
Looks like it says shit, don't it?
Sure does. George Carlin did a skit about a list of dirty words you can't say on TV or radio. How many words are there?
7.
Wow. Way to go.
Yeah.
Answered your own fucking question. Aren't you special?
I am.
Yeah. Number 2.
Yes.
George Carlin voiced a Volkswagen van in this 2006 film.
Cars.
Correct. Bonus point. What was the name of the car?
Vandura?
No. Fillmore.
Fillmore, okay.
Okay. That's 2.
Question 3. In what year did George Carlin win his first Grammy?
1979?
Earl?
85?
That is incorrect. 1972.
72. We're both wrong, Tony.
Question 4. When did George Carlin's first HBO special air?
1983.
79.
Incorrect. 1977.
Okay.
You guys suck. When did George Carlin receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
1985.
Wrong.
1987.
Correct. Did you guess?
Yeah.
How old was he when he died?
55.
No.
Oh, 76?
No. 71.
71.
71.
Okay.
In 1975, George Carlin hosted the first episode of this skit show, now in its 44th
Saturday
season.
Night Live.
That is correct.
We tied it too, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I learned something today. You know what I learned?
That you suck at 7 random questions.
I suck at
Yeah.
I'm better off hosting than I am talking about it. Anyway.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm better as a host than I am
Yeah?
as a contestant.
Ah, I'm better
Yeah,
as a DJ.
When
than
you were
I am
talking
as a
about
host.
Bunny Suit, have you had a chance to watch any Raw or any of the highlights? Did you see Bray Wyatt's new little comeback?
that
on
thing
the,
is
Yeah.
so stupid.
the Firefly
Oh, it looks,
Funhouse?
it's amazing. It's the best thing they could have done right now. I
Yeah.
mean, it's different.
Anyway, question of the night, poll question is on our Facebook live feed.
Mercy the Buzzard.
Do you support the Uber and Lyft driver strike? Right now, 67% of the vote says, I don't care. 17% says yes, and 17% says no. That's the current up-to-date poll results as of right now.
As of right now.
As of right now. 67% say I don't care. And if I was going to answer myself, I don't care either. So that's the current up-to-date poll results as of 9:15. The poll will continue to run until after midnight, until midnight tonight. So if you're watching the video, you can vote on it. So if you'd like to join us on the video, see what I'm doing right now. It's just going to be me on the screen. Another few weeks from now, we should have the new camera in place so we can actually get a live view of the whole studio.
Oh, boy.
That'd be kind of cool.
Oh, boy.
That would be a neat thing.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, because we really haven't done Scores TV. We've not done Scores TV
No.
because reason we stopped doing it. People has actually asked me why we haven't done Scores TV. Well, short answer is this: the gentleman who put Scores TV together for us, Adam Lettow, he got a new job.
Busy.
He's very busy. He got a big promotion in his job. He moved.
He doesn't love us anymore.
No,
Yes,
he's
he
just
does.
so damn busy.
Yes.
But he is going to do. He's still working on the one we did back in January or February. He's almost done with it, from what I'm told. And then we are going to produce one more Scores TV, and that'll be my retirement show. We're going to do Scores TV that night. So that'll be a star-studded show.
Full of you and me and
whoever else comes in the station, because
That's about it.
You know everybody in the you know how it is. Those special shows, we usually seem to get half the staff here. I mean,
Earl flatters himself.
but we do. I mean,
You're going to be the only one here for your retirement show.
No, we'll probably get half the damn staff
Oh,
here.
my God.
I'm just telling you, I know how it goes.
Oh, my God. You want to keep stroking your own ego, dude? Go into the bathroom and do it.
I don't need to stroke my own ego. I don't need to do that anymore. Do I?
Someone does it for
no,
you?
you don't.
I don't have to stroke it. She strokes it for me.
All the time.
Like a lot.
Like a lot.
A little bit of that, too.
Some stuff happened.
I don't swallow.
She does not swallow.
No?
No.
That's okay.
No. Swishes.
Nick Swisher?
No.
Next Swisher.
She's a swisher. Swish and spit. No, I'm just kidding. No, we don't need to do that, though. I mean, I'm not worried about that.
Need to do what?
We don't do that kind of stuff. We're waiting until after marriage.
Oh.
After marriage.
I got you beat. I'm waiting till death.
We're waiting until after. We're waiting. Yeah.
Yeah?
Your
We're-
nose is getting big.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It already
It's already
is.
pretty big. Hate to break it to you.
It's getting bigger. It's growing longer.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's okay. That'll be good for you later.
Built-in clit tickler. That's what this thing is.
Is it?
It is.
It is.
You're licking the wrong spot. buddy.
Well, it's all in the technique, man. You got your tongue, nose, tongue. It's on the technique. You know, it's a certain way of doing things. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're gonna tell Chris all about this. I'm not gonna hear the end of this shit at work.
Oh no, you're not. Oh no, you're just lucky that he's not going to be at work tomorrow.
Oh,
Like, oh boy.
I'm lucky, huh?
Yeah, because
he's going to be going. He's going to be doing that cooking. Then he's coming back to bowl. I know that.
He's coming back to bowl, and believe me.
I know you'll tell him. I said this shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, listen, you should hear what Earl says. Oh yeah. Here, I'll pull the Facebook Live clip up, and you can watch it.
Yeah, you can watch him say it. You
Yeah.
can watch his mouth say these words.
Some stuff happened. She sucked my dick. Like
Not
a lot.
anymore.
Like a lot.
Like a lot, as Batman would say in the.
No, you wouldn't know. You're waiting.
If that was a cruel ploy, sign me up for another. Oh my God.
Anyway,
we're not going to talk about that kind of stuff. No one wants to hear about that.
No,
because it's not that entertaining. Believe me, if it was, we'd do a porno. But
Oh, please don't. Tony tried.
I set precedent, so.
yeah, Tony does. Here's what you don't do. Okay. Here.
You don't go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like the Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah.
We used to nickname Malone the Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back on the old show, we called him Kool-Aid Man. You go, oh yeah, bah. Don't ask.
He's a little weird.
He's a strange motherfucker.
A little weird.
He's sending me poop photos. I mean, come on, poop videos.
He's a little weird, man. And posting a picture of his nice rosy palm, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what was up with that. He posted a picture of his frickin' red palm.
Yep, nice rosy palm,
Mike.
Malone.
Mike.
Yeah. Mikey.
The hell are you doing alone?
Mike is known
himself.
as Mike is known as he's been known by the world as Ho Malone.
Wow.
Ho Malone.
Yeah.
Because he's usually home alone.
Yeah.
He is a man I know has done a bald-headed lesbian. That's all I'm going to say.
It's called a dude.
No, she was a chick.
That's called a dude.
No, it was a chick. She was
Fucked a
bald-headed.
dude. He fucked a dude.
He might have. I don't know.
Hate to break it to you, Mike. You did it, dude.
You basically did a dude.
Yeah, basically did a dude.
We couldn't do a porno because he'd be trying like hell to find it.
Yeah. No, we could. He'd be like, "Can I see your phone? I want to see if it's on your phone." No, you're not looking at my fucking phone, faggot. 920.
Jackass.
Yeah, jackass. 921. Give us a call if you'd like to join us on the program. 234-251-10. If not, send us a text. We'd love to hear from you that way too. I think we did get one or two texts here. I'm just going to check. Eric called in at 917. I didn't realize he called in.
Hi, Eric.
Eric, I missed your call, buddy. 917, we were still on break.
Yeah.
So you have to listen to the program, buddy. We'll take the calls after we come back from break. Yeah.
A little tough to take them while we're on break.
Yeah. We could, but we're speaking of the devil. Here he is again. Let's take the call from Eric. Hello, Eric. You're on the air. Go ahead, buddy. Eric.
Okay, he was there.
Eric.
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 Hey. What's up? Yeah. Yeah.
I just wanted to weigh in on your question of the night.
The Uber question, yes.
Yes. I totally support that.
You totally support you support the strike.
Yes. I use Lyft a lot, and I talk to the drivers, and I've had one tell me that the way that their comps is for every 71 rides, they get a total of $71. And once they told me that, I'm like, how does that even make sense?
Now, let me tell you something. Now, Tony, he does Uber and Lyft. Tony will set you straight on this. Go ahead, Tony.
Yeah. Out of what you pay the driver for your fare, he gets about 2/3 of that. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, about 2/3 because I drive primarily Kent. Most of my runs are short. They're about a mile or less. Most of my passengers pay between $5 and $6 for the ride. I make $3. And then, to make $3 to drive somebody 5 minutes down the road, sign me up for that all day. And I get them boom, 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 one after the other because I have both Uber and Lyft on. So, and as long as you're talented enough and you're not a total dipshit, you can balance them both because you can always call your passenger. If I'm on an Uber run, I accept a Lyft. I call the Lyft person. Hey, I'm on an Uber run right now, and then that's why if you see me driving away a few feet, don't panic. I'm dropping off my Uber, and I'll be back to get you.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's all it is. I mean, there's money to be made, but go back a year and a half, 2 years in the olden days when there wasn't a lot of drivers. They might have made more and been a little bit busier. There's more drivers. You got to be happy with it. I make 5 trips an hour. I make $15. Mm-hmm. Guess what? I'm happy making $15 an hour to have my ass set in my car seat and do nothing more than to drive, pick people up, and leave. That's all I have to do is drive.
Mm-hmm. Does that include what you're making off of one ride? That $3 or whatever. Is that a total with tip and off the main fare, or is that just the main fare?
No, well, that's the fare that's what I make off the main fare, and then I make whatever tips I get.
And most people don't.
A lot of people don't tip. They just don't realize that, that it's, I'm a service like your barber or a server. You should tip. You should throw even.
I always tip my Uber driver. Every time I've had to use it, like now, I had a couple times in my car this year.
Yeah.
Went cockeyed. I mean, a couple times this year already. My car took a shit. I had to take Uber home from work because Lori was nice enough to take me to work, but she lives down in Louisville.
Yeah.
I was like, and she's like, I'll come back up and get you tonight. I'm like, you're not driving all the way to the falls to get me at 11 o'clock. No, honey, I'll just take an Uber home.
I was just saying, Louisville's almost 40 minutes from my house in Akron.
But he's worth it.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I guess.
So I
I would have done it.
Yeah, so I've taken a couple. I always give, I always make sure I tip them.
Yeah.
I mean, you throw them a couple bucks. I mean, they're just like, trying to make a few extra bucks. It's not their daytime job. It's not their full. And there's some people, like you said, who try to make that their livelihood.
Yeah, and
I know a guy who, now who has made that his livelihood.
I could see doing it on a temporary basis while you're between jobs.
Oh yeah, I could. Like if I suddenly became out of work.
That's what I did last summer.
If I was suddenly out of work for some reason, you bet your ass I'd be driving the car. I'd be doing the Uber Eats or the something like that, and doing some whatever I could be to make a few extra bucks just to get by. I would do it. But I wouldn't want to make that a full-time gig for me. No way.
I would never do it full time. I mean, for as shitty as things are at my regular job sometimes.
Yeah.
That I've just said, okay, could I, maybe do this full time to find, it's just. I got to take the shitty things at my regular job just with the money that I make.
Sure. Oh yeah. I mean, I'd rather have the guaranteed, good paycheck. Go to work, put your 40 in, get a decent paycheck, and then if I have to make a few bucks extra, and so I'm thinking about doing like, I signed up for like the DoorDash.
Yeah.
Okay, do that. I don't want to really drive people around in my car. I'd rather just go pick food up and whatever.
Yeah.
And because my car is a freaking disaster. I mean, because I got kids, okay?
Yeah.
And so I'm not gonna bring people into my car. It just is. So I'm like, at least with that I can go do that. I haven't really done any yet because I haven't had time. But if I need to make a few extra bucks, I may do it. I mean, because me and Lori were both talking about doing it. We both signed up for it. We just haven't done it. But I got my little handy dandy bag.
Yeah. They give you your hat.
No, you have to buy the hat.
Oh, you have to buy the hat.
But then they give me the bag and they gave me the card. Because you have to go when you go pay for the food.
Yeah.
And then with the card, because it goes onto the card, and then they explain, they pay, it goes onto the card, and you pay that, and then
You have to pay for the food?
Yeah, with the card they give you a debit card.
Yeah.
I was going to say Uber and Grubhub don't do that.
No.
It's paid directly to the restaurant.
Yeah.
Now they with DoorDash, they give you a card. Matter of fact, I can show it. I mean,
it's kind of scary.
Yeah, they give you a card. In fact, I got it in my wallet.
Yeah, they'll give you a little card. You walk up to the counter, pick the order up, pay for it on this card.
Yeah, here is the card they give you for DoorDash. Yeah, so it's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
I haven't really tried it yet. I mean, I haven't had the time for one.
Yeah,
and two, I'm like, I don't really need to do it yet. But
I'm just scared to do it.
Yeah.
Depends. Well, like, and
you a beautiful woman walking up to a door. Who knows what you're going to get?
Well, like in your particular area, Like, I mean, for you, like Louisville, East Canton, you're close to too, right?
Right.
Now, answer me one question. I haven't been out that way in a while. Is Nicole still open? There, you know, when you're
I
heading
don't
out.
think it's Nicole's anymore.
Okay, it used to be called Nicole's.
Yeah, I think they changed names.
Okay,
but I could be wrong. I don't go to East Canton.
It was a great little like diner type of restaurant that I loved. I mean, the only other place, you know, out in Alliance was Doug's 57, and I know
that's a great place.
I know Doug's 57 is still open, and I think there's 2 of them, aren't there?
Yeah, there's one in Minerva.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I used to date this chick in Minerva, and there's a Doug's 57 that's really good. But I just remember when I used to work for the linen company, we used to go out East Canton was my area, and we used to always stop in Nicole's and get breakfast. And that was, but yeah, in your area, like East Canton, like Robertsville is probably nearby you if you go out a little ways.
A little ways.
Little ways, but Louisville, general area, you've got plenty.
Right
enough.
by the Stark County Jail, so if
on 62,
like
St. Thomas Aquinas area.
Like the hood's next there too. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, and that's
My fear would be to open the door and people drag me in the house or something.
No, you ain't gonna worry about that. But and okay, so you're like Harmont 62 area. Okay, I know where you're at. I got kicked out of that Walmart, by the way, once.
That Walmart sucks.
It does. It sucks.
Well, no, I walked in there one Halloween after Revenge of the Sith came out.
Yeah.
And they had this Darth Vader costume. It was the full helmet headpiece you could see out of, the chest piece.
Yeah.
You would talk and you could breathe through it, and it would make you sound like Darth Vader.
Right.
They hadn't lowered the price of it yet. They still had it for $50, but it was displayed out on the floor for $30. I was going to buy it and go as Darth Vader for Halloween. I could have gotten the rest of the black clothes, but it had the cape, the hood, and the chest piece.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, well, if you're not going to sell it to me at $30, then okay, well, you know, I'm gonna pay $30 for it, and then so I got up and I just started walking out the door with it. I'm like, well, if you don't want to charge me for it, then, and you don't want to sell it to me, then I guess it's free. So I started walking out the door, and then
They caught you?
well, no, the store manager was there. I'm like, well, if you don't want to, he was like, well, I can't sell it to you yet because they're not officially for sale.
Why do you have it on the floor then?
Yes, and I asked him. He was like, well, they're not. They shouldn't have been out on the floor just yet.
Well, they're on the floor now. Sell it to me.
And I sell it to me. He's like, I can't sell it to you. I'm like, well, I guess it's free. So I started walking out the door with it. They called a cop, and I told the cop the story, and the cop's like, oh, okay, well, you give it back to him, and the manager asked me never to come back to the store again.
Oh, darn.
Yeah, but I mean, in your general area, I mean, you're okay. I mean, Louisville's a quiet enough community, and shit don't go on much there.
It's not going to be there much longer.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, in your general, even like the falls.
Yeah.
The only part of the falls to worry about is, you know, up off Graham Road, like in Prange.
Yeah, that's
I mean, I've only ever had, you know.
And even that's not too bad.
That's not bad. I mean, that's easy compared to, like, parts of Akron.
If I was a guy, it'd be different.
I mean,
put a mustache on, babe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You look like the chick from the Bud Light ad on Ladies' Night.
Then I'll get beat up thinking I'm a transsexual.
Right. All right, let's go to break. Eric, you want to hold the line, or you want to hang up?
I'll stay on for a little bit.
All right, Eric, hang on. All right, you're listening to some kind of radio show here on the SKO Radio Network. We'll be right back after these important messages and another comedy bit from the late, great George Carlin. Stay tuned.
The Zach Meyer Show airs live Monday nights from 8 to 10 p.m. on the SKO Radio Network and Facebook Live. This is a political-free talk show that entertains as well as informs with fun, live, in-studio interviews. You'll meet amazing business owners and learn their unique stories. You'll tune in for Cleveland sports talk, tech talk, and indie wrestling. The Zach Meyer Show is the most fun you'll have on the radio or Facebook Live on a Monday night. You can also follow the show on social media at facebook.com/TZMS and on Twitter at Zach Myers Show. So tune in Mondays from 8 to 10 right here on the SKO Radio Network. The ZM Insurance Group is Northeast Ohio's #1 choice for insurance solutions. They're proud to offer auto, life, home, pet, and business insurance, not to mention renter's insurance, RV, boat, and motorcycle insurance as well. They also offer insurance solutions for rental and commercial properties too. The ZM Insurance Group has been insuring amazing businesses and awesome families in Ohio since 2008. They make the insurance process easy and no appointments are necessary. You can follow the ZM Insurance Group on Twitter at ZM Insurance, on Facebook at ZM Insurance Group, and on Instagram at ZM Insurance. Call the ZM Insurance Group today at 330-777-0092. Once again, that's 330-777-0092.
Hello out there, this is Hilljack Bob, and you're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here exclusively on the SKO Radio Network, and we still have 110% itchy balls.
See, I'm not one of these people who's worried about everything. You got people like this around you. Country's full of them now. People walking around all day long, every minute of the day, worried about everything. Worried about the air, worried about the water, worried about the soil. Worried about insecticides, pesticides, food additives, carcinogens. Worried about radon gas, worried about asbestos. Worried about saving endangered species. Let me tell you about endangered species, all right? Saving endangered species is just one more arrogant attempt by humans to control nature. It's arrogant meddling. It's what got us in trouble in the first place. Doesn't anybody understand that? Interfering with nature. Over 90%, way over 90% of all the species that have ever lived on this planet, are gone. They're extinct. We didn't kill them all. They just disappeared. That's what nature does. They disappear these days at the rate of 25 a day. And I mean regardless of our behavior. Irrespective of how we act on this planet, 25 species that were here today will be gone tomorrow. Let them go gracefully. Leave nature alone. Haven't we done enough? We're so self-important. So self-important. Everybody's going to save something now. Save the trees, save the bees, save the whales, save those snails. And the greatest arrogance of all, save the planet. What? Are these fucking people kidding me? Save the planet? We don't even know how to take care of ourselves yet. We haven't learned how to care for one another. We're going to save the fucking planet? I'm getting tired of that shit. I'm tired of fucking Earth Day. I'm tired of these self-righteous environmentalists, these white bourgeois liberals who think the only thing wrong with this country is there aren't enough bicycle paths. People trying to make the world safe for their Volvos. Besides, environmentalists don't give a shit about the planet. They don't care about the planet. Not in the abstract, they don't. Not in the abstract, they don't. You know what they're interested in? A clean place to live. Their own habitat. They're worried that someday in the future they might be personally inconvenienced. Narrow, unenlightened self-interest doesn't impress me. Besides, there is nothing wrong with the planet. Nothing wrong with the planet. The planet is fine. The people are fucked. Difference. The planet is fine. Compared to the people, the planet is doing great. It's been here 4.5 billion years. Did you ever think about the arithmetic? Planet has been here 4.5 billion years. We've been here, what, 100,000? Maybe 200,000? And we've only been engaged in heavy industry for a little over 200 years. 200 years versus 4.5 billion. And we have the conceit to think that somehow we're a threat? That somehow we're going to put in jeopardy this beautiful little blue-green ball that's just a-floating around the sun? The planet has been through a lot worse than us. Been through all kinds of things worse than us. Been through earthquakes, volcanoes, plate tectonics, continental drift, solar flares, sunspots, magnetic storms, the magnetic reversal of the poles, hundreds of thousands of years of bombardment by comets and asteroids and meteors, worldwide floods, tidal waves, worldwide fires, erosion, cosmic rays, recurring ice ages, and we think some plastic bags and some aluminum cans are going to make a difference? The planet isn't going anywhere. We are. We're going away. Pack your shit, folks. We're going away. And we won't leave much of a trace either. Thank God for that. Maybe a little styrofoam. Maybe. Little styrofoam. Planet will be here and we'll be long gone. Just another failed mutation. Just another closed-end biological mistake. An evolutionary cul-de-sac. The planet will shake us off like a bad case of fleas. A surface nuisance. You want to know how the planet's doing? Ask those people at Pompeii who are frozen into position from volcanic ash how the planet's doing. Want to know if the planet's all right? Ask those people in Mexico City or Armenia or 100 other places buried under thousands of tons of earthquake rubble if they feel like a threat to the planet this week. How about those people in Kilauea, Hawaii, who build their homes right next to an active volcano and then wonder why they have lava in the living room? The planet will be here for a long, long, long time after we're gone, and it will heal itself, it will cleanse itself, because that's what it does. It's a self-correcting system. The air and the water will recover, the earth will be renewed, and if it's true that plastic is not degradable, well, the planet will simply incorporate plastic into a new paradigm, the earth plus plastic. The earth doesn't share our prejudice towards plastic. Plastic came out of the earth. The earth probably sees plastic as just another one of its children. Could be the only reason the earth allowed us to be spawned from it in the first place. It wanted plastic for itself. Didn't know how to make it. Needed us. Could be the answer to our age-old philosophical question, why are we here? Plastic. Assholes. So... the plastic is here. Our job is done. We can be phased out now. And I think that's really started already, don't you? I mean, to be fair, the planet probably sees us as a mild threat, something to be dealt with. And I'm sure the planet will defend itself in the manner of a large organism, like a beehive or an ant colony can muster a defense. I'm sure the planet will think of something. What would you do if you were the planet trying to defend against this pesky, troublesome species? Let's see. What might... viruses. Viruses might be good. They seem vulnerable to viruses. And viruses are tricky, always mutating and forming new strains whenever a vaccine is developed. Perhaps this first virus could be one that compromises the immune system of these creatures. Perhaps a human immunodeficiency virus, making them vulnerable to all sorts of other diseases and infections that might come along. And maybe it could be spread sexually, making them a little reluctant to engage in the act of reproduction. Well, that's a poetic note. And it's a start. And I can dream, can't I? See, I don't worry about the little things. Bees, trees, whales, snails. I think we're part of a greater wisdom than we will ever understand. A higher order. Call it what you want. You know what I call it? The big electron. The big electron. Whoa. 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 It doesn't punish. It doesn't judge at all. It just is. And so are we. For a little while. Thanks for being here with me for a little while tonight. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank
you. All right, welcome back to Some Kind of Radio Show 942. We are here live until midnight tonight. Earl McCune along with Tony the Comedy Killer, otherwise known now as Brother Hezekiah. Dylan Thompson, Lori's with me, and Eric's on the phone with us. All right. So anyway, George Carlin is our salute tonight, and we're playing a lot of classic George Carlin stand-up comedy tonight. I think it's kind of a fun thing to do, you know, a little bit of change, something different on this program. We haven't really done any stand-up comedy routines, you know, for clips on this show. We've never really, this is the first time we've ever done it. And it's actually a nice, refreshing change, you know, you get to hear some comedy during the show. I think it's great, you know, because our show is usually, yeah,
no, that's just me.
That's just Tony.
No, I mean, instead of doing like a movie or a TV show salute, it's like since the beginning of the year, it's like, we'll salute somebody.
Yeah, we've been saluting somebody from time to time, so it's kind of a nice change. We do try to change it up every now and then. Just giving everybody an update on the question of the night. Do you support the Uber and Lyft strike? Here's the answers. I don't care, yes or no. Right now, I don't care is leading 57%. Yes is 29%, and no is 14%.
Now, is that on our show page?
That is on the network Facebook page.
Okay.
On the SKO Radio Network Facebook. It is on the Facebook live feed that we are running right now. That is attached to the feed. So, question of the night, again, do you support the Uber and Lyft strike? Option 1 is I don't care. Option 2 is yes. Option 3 is no. And like I said, it's 57, 29, 14 in that order. So that is the current update on the poll at this time as of 9:43 in the evening here on the East Coast. Okay. Dylan.
Earl.
Dylan.
Earl.
Dylan. Oh, my.
Earl. I didn't even have to go that fast to confuse you.
I'm confused, Dylan. I've been confused for a long time.
Yeah.
Anyway, I do want to take a minute and promote what is coming up on August the 1st. One thing we are releasing is our brand new online store, which is going to be opening on August the 1st.
Yes, buy all our stuff.
And we're going to have to get up, and we're going to have a lot of cool stuff on there. We're going to have some hoodies, some hats, T-shirts, mugs, travel mugs. Hell, you can get baby pajamas with our logo on it, which is pretty cool.
Buy all our stuff.
Yeah, buy all our stuff. It's actually a really cool online store. We're going to be putting that on the website. It's going to debut on August the 1st. Plus, there's a lot of changes coming on August the 1st. So, and there'll be some positive changes. We are in the middle of doing some revamping to SKO, and we've already implemented a good amount of the things, with the music changes so far. Right now, our library is just growing, and our program director, Aaron Kabak, has thrown together a really nice library of songs so far. And if there's something that you would like us to have on the library,
let us know.
Let us know. Write Aaron directly on his Facebook page. You can find Aaron the Voice on Facebook, and submit your request to put it on the library. Okay? That's all you got to do. Go to Facebook, find Aaron the Voice, and that's our program director, Aaron Kabak, and let him know if there's something that you'd like us to put in our library. We would be happy to add it, and we can add those songs in pretty damn quick. I mean, Aaron's when we add stuff, he adds it pretty quickly. He's adding a bunch more. He usually adds stuff once a week. Probably adds anywhere from 15 to 20 songs a week, into the library. So, I mean,
keep us current
and growing. And it's a nice mix. Pretty much from 70s on till today, and some of the more popular stuff than we had in the past. Before, last year we had a lot of crazy crap on this station.
Yeah.
And
songs that have never been played on the radio.
Yeah,
we had B-sides and D-sides.
Oh,
and
we had a bunch of stuff on here that you just would not hear anywhere else. And we like, what, we sat down, we all talked about it, like, we need to make a change to our music. And we decided one of the first things we were going to do was we were going to update the music. And between that and then, of course, our new system here, which has been fantastic. I mean, I'll tell you what, I'm in love with this system. I mean, since we got it, I was a little skeptical anytime you switch systems,
Yeah.
Now that we got this system and it's working and running, it's really, it does it all for you. I mean, this thing, I couldn't be more happier with what we got with this new system we have running here. And we've done a lot of upgrades. I mean, think about what we started with. We started doing, remember we had Skype, for our phone line. We used that for our first few months, and then we switched it over to dial pad when Skype got rid of the multi-line, because that's one of the reasons I had Skype. We had the old, because you can get multi-lines. It's great, They're like, they were ousting that feature. I'm like, well, shit, what are we gonna do? And then I came across this dial pad. That's what we have now for our phone system, and it's actually intended for what we're using. It's intended for business use.
Yeah.
And we get 10 lines on that, and it's really, really cool. We're going to take a quick call here. Eric, hold the line, and we're going to add in. Love isn't always on time. Yeah, Jason, you're with us. Go ahead.
Hi. Did you guys see my Wi-Fi radio Grace Digital? I tagged you guys the picture.
Yes, I did. I have seen it. Yes.
But now I did see you send you the video promo, and I did send you the link to the company site. Now, as it stands, the order, like I said, to listen to internet stations such as yours, I have to go use either the Chromecast from my phone or Bluetooth, because I can't get you guys directly, but the speaker's good. Now I can listen that FM station directly, but I guess what's going on?
What do you mean?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, Jason. We got another guy. We got Eric's on the line with us too. Eric, are you making noise?
No.
Okay. No. Anyway, go ahead, Jason. I'm sorry.
Anyways, I think the Grace Digital, you may have to learn more about it. Maybe there's an icon in it where you can publish to get SKO directly, but right now, if I were people, I would go out and buy one, and just if you know how to use Bluetooth on your phone. Now, the TuneIn app has the Chromecast option.
Right.
You know what the difference between Chromecast and Bluetooth is? You could do either or.
You can do either or, yep.
Yeah, I do Chromecast. I find out that Chromecast on that works real good with tuning and the iHeart mode, which I really don't need because I can listen to iHeart stations directly, but I boot to iHeart. But the Grace Digital, it's a promising device. If you want to listen, I mean, Alexa I like, but it got kind of creepy for me. The idea that everything I said could be recorded and no display screen, and I'm like,
right.
I'm like, well, I know with stations such as yours, I still have to use it as a Bluetooth or Chromecast,
right?
And so like Alexa, but still, I think the Grace Digital is worth it, even though you have to use the phone, the Bluetooth or Chromecast SKO radio. It's still worth it.
Good.
I mean, it was would you buy a Grace Digital?
I don't really have much of a. I think it's pretty neat. I really don't have much. I haven't really done much research on it yet, Jason. So I really can't form a real opinion yet. I mean, what you sent me. I mean, it looks really good. I just can't really form an opinion yet because I really haven't dug into it enough to form an opinion on it yet. So I'm sure it's promising. I'm sure it's pretty cool, and I'm sure it would be positive for us and everything. But like I said, I have to do a little more digging into it. So.
Yeah, well, I hope because maybe there's a way eventually down the road. You could probably, there's applications you could sign up for. Some people. But, it's I'm gonna register with them. It's really gonna change the way we listen to radio. I mean, the Roku channel is doing, I think is doing an amazing job. It's probably got you guys more listeners.
Oh, Jason, let me tell you something. I was just looking at numbers today, and it's just to give you kind of a scope of how big Roku has been for us since we switched to it. I'm looking at the year-to-date numbers. I was looking from May 10th of last year to May 10th of this year, and Roku is number 2 overall. I mean, just to give you an idea of how many listens through our Roku. So over a year, and we've only had Roku for 2 weeks, and it's number 2 for the year for 12 months. So, I mean, that's like, wow. So, I mean, Roku's catching up pretty quickly to TuneIn. So, I mean, Roku's on the so with our numbers for the year, I mean, Roku's already number 2, and we've had it 2 weeks. So.
Here's the thing. I tried to talk to someone on the Denver station.
Screw them. Yeah, they ain't gonna do that. You know.
No.
I know.
It's not the station you left.
Yeah, okay. Forget them. Yeah. I know you tried talking to them about it too, and they said no. But yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead. I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah, go ahead, Jason.
I was remote, and what's her name that does the morning time slot low?
Sweet. Oh yeah.
I mean, they're just stuck on tuning, which is good, and they've made some headway with their app and stuff, but they need to keep pushing forward to get these younger listeners, the millennials, to fist them right in.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to go with some of these applications.
Oh, you have to. I mean, if you're gonna, you have to.
What?
You totally have to, Jay. I mean, I'm agreeing with you. You totally have to. Like, we were doing our, we had a strategizing meeting here, about a month ago, Dylan, probably a month and a half, and we were like, okay, how can we grow and expand? And, we're like, we've obviously had that back in our mind. When you suggested Roku to us last year, like, yeah, we'll do it. I mean, we just got to find the right, make sure we can do it. And we found the, way to do it and everything. And like, oh, yeah, we can create our own app. This is great. We made it, I mean, I know I couldn't do it. I had, we had to find the right guy on our team to do it. And Aaron, who is our program director, actually put together the Roku app for us. And, Roku has just been fantastic as far as, it's really boosted our numbers dramatically. I can tell you that much. And there's a few more apps we're going to be going on to. I'm looking at about 3 or 4 more right now I want to try to add into us before August. That's so we got a few more we're going to add. So definitely we're going to be doing more. And you got the more you get your name out, and the more you're on more platforms, the more you're going to potentially bring in more listeners, and then that turns into more revenue for you.
The thing is, if you bought yourself a great digital radio and the full around with it and register, you can probably find an icon that you can register your station so people can directly get on the great digital. But I came up with the idea for the balloon thing. It's kind of old school, old-fashioned for us older guys, but I figured, well, it'd be fun to blow a bunch of balloons in the atmosphere with with
I look at this two ways. I got to look at the cost. Because things like that cost money, Jason. I mean, I try to budget everything out for the station to make sense. And don't get me wrong, it's a great idea. It's just, things like that'd be quite costly to do. I kind of was looking at some of that, and it'd be very, very expensive for us to do. So, and then you got to find the right place to launch them, and then you got to try not to get in trouble. Tony's passing out over here on the microphone, which is really funny to watch right now. But
Chuck and Little John to pull up the YouTube video. I think it was back in '86.
Mm-hmm.
You know who Chuck and Little John are?
Oh yeah, definitely. I know who they are.
When we were kids back in '86, they released a bunch of balloons, and they had there was a gust of wind that day, and the balloons got all over.
It was a cluster. It was to say that it was bad. It was really bad. They got everywhere.
You remember that?
Oh yes, I remember that. I remember that very clearly. I remember it, and I've also seen the since you brought that up originally to me a few months ago, I actually had to look that up again, and it's like and remind myself about it, and it's like, oh my god, it was such a cluster. But that's the thing. You do something like that now, and 86 versus now. People be freaking out now about that kind of stuff. That's the thing now.
Well, the thing is, might want to get something like that done, because with the slow technology, we can finally there's talks that it could make the air taxis possible.
Mm-hmm.
Or if Uber wants to do their taxi service, well, if they do that, if we don't get, if you guys don't get something like that going before Uber does their flying taxi service, you can throw that idea, because now they're going to have more air traffic.
Yeah.
And, we did our church back in the 80s. Of course, we didn't release, I think we released only 100 balloons for Chuck and Little John. They was a few thousand.
Yeah, that'd be quite costly for us, Jason. So, anyway, Jason, I'm against the top. I'm against the top of the hour. I got to run the break, buddy.
Okay. Check out that Grace Digital and buy yourself one.
All right, I'll look into it. Yeah, we'll look into it more. Yeah, I've got it written down in my notes from last week when we talked about it. So, but yeah, we'll look into it.
Okay, just remember you need Bluetooth and Chromecast.
All right, buddy. We got both. All right, Jason. Bye. Talk to you later, buddy. Have a good night. Bye. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a break here on the show. We'll be right back after these important messages here on the SKO Radio Network. You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show.
Have you ever listened to the great shows that we have here on the SKO Radio Network and thought to yourself, I bet I could do that? Well, now's your chance. Whether it's a talk show like the Half-Cocked Radio Show, the Zach Meyer Show, or some kind of radio show, or even a music highlight show like Throwback Thursdays or Oldies But Goodies, you now have the chance to be a part of our ever-expanding lineup. All you have to do is send a mic test in MP3 or WAV format to office@skoradio.com. That address again is office@skoradio.com. So step on up to the microphone and let's see if you have what it takes to work and have fun alongside the craziest crew on the internet here at the SKO Radio Network. The ZM Insurance Group is Northeast Ohio's #1 choice for insurance solutions. They're proud to offer auto, life, home, pet, and business insurance, not to mention renter's insurance, RV, boat, and motorcycle insurance as well. They also offer insurance solutions for rental and commercial properties too. The ZM Insurance Group has been insuring amazing businesses and awesome families in Ohio since 2008. They make the insurance process easy and no appointments are necessary. You can follow the ZM Insurance Group on Twitter at ZM Insurance, on Facebook at ZM Insurance Group, and on Instagram at ZM Insurance. Call the ZM Insurance Group today at 330-777-0092. Once again, that's 330-777-0092. In a world where men are men, sheep are scared, and feelings get hurt on a regular basis, one man must rise above them all, and the other man shows up with all the cool tech gear. Saturdays, 7 to 10 Eastern. They'll go too far. They'll say too much. It's Mike and Aaron back again with the Half-Cocked Radio Show on the SKO Radio Network.
Well, hello there, this is Hilljack Bob, and you're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here exclusively on the SKO Radio Network, and we still have 110% itchy balls.
I would have been out here a little bit sooner, but they gave me the wrong dressing room, and I couldn't find any place to put my stuff. And I don't know how you are, but I need a place to put my stuff. So that's what I've been doing back there, just trying to find a place for my stuff. You know how important that is. That's the whole meaning of life, isn't it? Trying to find a place for your stuff. That's all your house is. Your house is just a place for your stuff. If you didn't have so much goddamn stuff, you wouldn't need a house. You could just walk around all the time. That's all your house is. It's a pile of stuff with a cover on it. You see that when you take off in an airplane and you look down and you see everybody's got a little pile of stuff. Everybody's got their own pile of stuff. And when you leave your stuff, you got to lock it up. Wouldn't want somebody to come by and take some of your stuff. They always take the good stuff. They don't bother with that crap you're saving. Ain't nobody interested in your 4th grade arithmetic papers. They're looking for the good stuff. That's all your house is. It's a place to keep your stuff while you go out and get more stuff. Now, sometimes you've got to move. You got to get a bigger house. Why? Too much stuff. You've got to move all your stuff. And maybe put some of your stuff in storage. Imagine that. There's a whole industry based on keeping an eye on your stuff. Enough about your stuff. Let's talk about other people's stuff. Did you ever notice when you go to somebody else's house, you never quite feel 100% at home? You know why? No room for your stuff. Somebody else's stuff is all over the place. And what awful stuff it is. Where did they get this stuff? And if you have to stay overnight at someone's house, unexpectedly, and they give you a little room to sleep in that they don't use that often, someone died in it 11 years ago, and they haven't moved any of his stuff. Or wherever they give you to sleep, usually right near the bed, there's a dresser, and there's never any room on the dresser for your stuff. Someone else's shit is on the dresser. Have you noticed that their stuff is shit, and your shit is stuff? Get that off of there. Now, sometimes you go on vacation, you got to bring some of your stuff with you. You can't bring all your stuff. Just the stuff you really like. The stuff that fits you well that month. Let's say you're going to go to Honolulu. You're going to go all the way to Honolulu. You've got to take 2 big bags of stuff. Plus your carry-on stuff, plus the stuff in your pockets. And you get all the way to Honolulu and you get in your hotel room and you start to put away your stuff. That's the first thing you do in a hotel room is put away your stuff. Now I'll put some stuff in here, put some stuff down there. Here's another place for some stuff here. I'll put some stuff over there. You put your stuff over there. I'm putting my stuff over here. Here's another place for some stuff. Hey, we got more places than we've got stuff. We're going to have to buy more stuff. Yeah. And you put all your stuff away, and you know that you're thousands of miles from home, and you don't quite feel at ease, but you know that you must be okay because you do have some of your stuff with you. And you relax in Honolulu on that basis. That's when your friend from Maui calls, and says, hey, why don't you come over to Maui for the weekend? Spend a couple of nights over here. Oh, shit, no. Now what stuff do you bring? Right, you've got to bring an even smaller version of your stuff. Just enough stuff for a weekend on Maui. And you get over, and you're really spread out now. You've got shit all over the world. You've got stuff at home, stuff in storage, stuff in Honolulu, stuff in Maui, stuff in your pockets. Supply lines are getting longer and harder to maintain. But you get over to your friend's house in Maui and they give you a little place to sleep and there's a little window ledge or some kind of a small shelf and there's not much room on it, but it's okay because you don't have much stuff now. And you put what stuff you do have up there. You put your imported French toenail clippers, your odor readers with the 45-day guarantee, your cinnamon-flavored dental floss, and your Afrin 12-hour decongestant nasal spray. And even though you're a long way from home, you know that you must be okay because you do have your Afrin 12-hour decongestant nasal spray. And you relax in Maui on that basis. That's when your friend says, hey, I think tonight we'll go over the other side of the island and stay at my friend's house overnight. Oh, shit, no. Now, what do you bring? Now you just bring the things you know you're going to need. Money, keys, comb, wallet, lighter, hanky, pen, cigarettes, contraceptives, Vaseline, whips, chains, whistles, dildos, and a book.
Anyway.
You are not good.
I'm not good. I stink. Welcome back to Some Kind of Radio Show here on the SKO Radio Network. We are in the 10 o'clock hour. Dylan, we going to review this shit?
Yeah.
All right.
Be right back.
Okay, we're going to...
Fair warning.
We're going to end this video because this one decided it wanted to go. This one wanted to stop. So, we're going to start a new video. Hey, you know, it's fine. It doesn't matter. Lori's talking about adopting babies now.
Chinese babies.
I made a joke. Now she's like serious.
Yeah. Yeah, you see a little picture of the Chinese baby biting the cat, and it's like, no, your dinner's undercooked. Or you see the cow and the cat like laying next to one another.
I told her I'll just adopt Ben.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when I asked you. I'm like, did you see those new Bud Light bottles?
Yeah.
That was his beer of choice that are rainbow colored now for the LGBT, ABC, LM, XYZQ crowd or whatever.
Yeah. Now we're going to talk about adopting Chinese babies.
Now we're going to talk about beer.
Okay, hold on. Let me get this thing back going here.
Peach beer. Ale. Well, yeah, ale beer.
We're going to start another video feed for you, everyone.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Wonderful.
I get it. But you know what? We can keep practicing trying.
Yeah.
You are not to get the beer.
See? There's
You guys want us to adopt the baby?
Look at Lori's face.
They're so cute. Little Chinese
Lori,
baby.
please agree with me. Say no. No.
There it is.
She said, "Fuck no." That's my girl. She's. I don't want no little Asian, little Chinese brother or sister. That would be kind of.
Then your dad said that you can just adopt Ben.
We just adopt Ben. Lori's like, yeah,
or just as well, right?
How about Siamese twins? You know, joined at the head or something.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
We can adopt.
Well, you know, here's the thought. They had the Siamese twins that were that are joined like all the way down, and and it's there's 2 arms, 2 legs, but they have 2 heads, and the twin, and they're like 30 now. They followed them growing up and everything. I often wondered if you had sex with them, does it constitute a threesome?
Oh, Jesus Christ. You would think that. Well, there is that one...
Because what happens when one wants it and the other one's not in the mood?
Well, here's the thing, but there's that one... let's see. There's that one... they're like teachers. Did you ever see that? They're both teachers, and they... Wait, bring that over here.
Siri.
Bring that over here. When the video stop for it? There was an error publishing the video. My video to newsfeed because your connection to the camera. What? Anyway, I guess we can't run the video. That's all right. No more video tonight. That's fine. Let me just log out of this here because I don't want anybody hacking my Facebook. We'll just do a traditional. No, say that again.
Dad, you're strange and you're not adopting Ben.
Yeah.
But Ben might like it.
I don't
Dylan will adopt Ben.
No, I'm good.
You trying to cut back?
Yeah. I'm good on the Ben adopting. What are you doing over here?
I don't know. I was logging out of my Facebook so no one got into my Facebook.
Busy with the porn.
No.
Yeah.
I just don't want anybody hacking my Facebook. All right. So anyway, let's do this way. I'll do the Facebook Live on the phone. Let's do that. Hey, where's my hug, kiddo?
It went out when you tried to adopt a Chinese baby.
Yeah.
That's not my idea. It's Lori's.
You want to adopt a Chinese baby? I want to adopt a baby.
Oh, I made a joke and she's like turning into like a real thing here.
Yes. I'm a good mom.
I know, but I thought, kids are getting older, when they're out of the house, I mean.
You can walk around naked.
Exactly.
I was going to have one at the house, so it don't matter.
What?
Give you a hug. Yes?
Huh?
No? Maybe?
What?
Can I give you a hug?
Sure you can. Why couldn't
Hey,
I don't
Nothing
know.
wrong with me. That's Lori's idea.
Why couldn't you before? All right.
I can give you a hug, coupon.
Okay. That works. All right.
Here they are.
Ah. You looked it up.
Yeah. Abby and Brittany Hensel.
So like, what
finally-
happens if they want to date other guys?
Yeah.
They take turns double dicking.
I got the keys. You can drive.
Oh.
Abby and Brittany.
All right, we're back with Facebook Live on my phone because
Wonderful.
the system does not want to cooperate right now. We have a bunch of stuff going on the internet right now. Hey,
Great.
come here, give me, come here, give me a kiss. Come here, honey.
We got to read this.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Well, Earl's being all gay.
I'm not being gay. How
you're
is
being-
kissing? How is kissing?
Come here. You're talking to her like a dog, man. For real. All right. Well.
I had to get that on camera.
Well.
She's
Well.
gonna go home. She's gonna,
All right, Tony.
Okay, let's
Tony,
hear it.
over to you.
Over to me. Abby and Brittany Hensel finally an answer about sex life. A shout out to this guy who sent me this Atlantic article, The Sex Lives of Conjoined Twins, which endeavors to answer some of the questions the TLC show Abby and Brittany failed to touch upon. In a British documentary about conjoined twins, Abby and Brittany Hensel, which aired a couple of years back, there was mention of Brittany being engaged. The promise of learning about the twins' love sex lives was what initially motivated me to watch their TLC series. My questions were endless. If the twins have sex with a guy, is it considered a threesome? If they masturbate, is it considered incestuous? Do both of them have to approve of a sex partner? If a partner touches one genital, does the other feel it? And that's just the tip of the iceberg. I stopped watching Abby and Brittany after a few episodes when it became clear that anything having to do with sex wasn't going to be addressed, and that the most titillating bits I would see would involve Abby and Brittany riding Segways and eating pizza. No mention of what happened when they digested that pizza. In the Atlantic article, author Alice Strieger, a professor at Northwestern University and an expert on conjoined twins, points out that what's more interesting than the actual sex lives of conjoined twins is our obsession with their sex lives. Although there are no real studies of the sex lives of conjoined twins, we can safely assume that conjoined twins want and occasionally feel conflicted about wanting sex, as we all do, but not as conflicted as we singletons seem to feel about them having sex. You mean I wasn't the only one who was being driven mad about trying to figure this stuff out? I feel so unoriginal. In the end, Dreger does provide an answer that satisfies me. Based on what we know about the significant variability when conjoined twin feel a body part, an arm that putatively belongs to the other twin, it's hard to guess how any conjoinment will turn out in practice. Nerves, muscles, hormones, and psychology all probably factor into who feels what. Whether or not both are having sex with the third person in the equation depends on how you think about having sex. From my studies, I would postulate that conjoined twins probably end up having less sex than average people, and that is not only because sex partners are harder to find when you're conjoined. Conjoined twins simply may not need sex romance partners as much as the rest of us do. Throughout time and space, they have described their condition as something like being attached to a soulmate. They may just not desperately need a third, just as most of us, with a second whom we are very attached, don't need a third, even when the sex gets old. And it's just, and it goes on, and there's no real answers.
So it doesn't actually answer anything,
No.
but, I mean, it gives a...
Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, it's like... Yeah, it's like...
Still interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like, you know...
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway.
All right,
Anyway.
let's review this.
We're reviewing here, Dylan.
This is the Red's Peach Ale.
Red's Peach Ale. Huh?
From the gas station.
From the gas station. Oh, well, okay.
So they got apple ale, strawberry ale. Don't they have blueberry ale?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a whole
Peach
bunch.
ale?
There's a whole bunch of ale.
Yeah,
What are they going to do, watermelon?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That'd be another flavor for them.
You should suggest it. So.
All right. Well, here we go. We're going to... Red's Peach Ale. Okay, 5% alcohol by volume.
About average.
All right, so let's give it a shot.
It's just a regular drinker.
It's a regular drinker.
Okay.
It's not awful.
I think the Peach County's better.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Of course, that's a cider.
This is not a
beer.
cider. You know, that's
It's
a lot of
beer.
things. People confuse like these Red's apple ales with cider, and they're not ciders.
No.
It's a beer.
It's a beer. It's a peach flavored beer. It's not bad.
No.
Actually, it's quite
really good.
It's quite good. Very drinkable. Good flavor.
Yeah.
It's
Is it a year-round beer?
What's that?
Would it be a year-round thing or just summer?
I think it's more of a summer beer. You know, this is definitely a summer type of thing.
Because like I could never drink like a Mike's Hard Lemonade over winter.
Yeah.
Just didn't taste right.
It's not bad. It's really not bad at all. Let's go to Dylan Thompson for his score.
I'm going to go with a 7.5 because it's a very plain beer, so a very plain score.
Very plain beer, a plain score.
Well, regular beer. It's not a...
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing fancy.
It's nothing exciting.
Nothing like over it, because we've drank some exciting stuff. It's not bad. It's what it's advertised. Red's Peach Ale. I want to take another swig.
You sure you don't want a Rheingeist squirrel?
I'm good.
That stuff sat in the community fridge.
This sat in the community. Yeah, we have a community fridge here in the office, and it's sat there for a while.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a little lower, Dylan. 6.8. You know, it's just average. I mean, it's good. It's drinkable. I'd drink another, but it's nothing that I'm like, oh my god, I gotta give me a 6 of this. You know, it's just average. I mean, it's good. Not bad. Not great. Not stellar, but it's drinkable. It's just average. It's 6.8. Nothing special.
All right.
All right. Well, I'm going to end the video on this.
That's been the beer review.
That's been the beer review tonight. And we're not going to do any more Facebook Live video tonight for everybody, but we've not enough video for everybody. I don't want to blow us all up with video. Last week's show, I did the whole show on video.
Yeah.
And it's fun to do it. I mean, it's fun to do some video, and link it into the system like that. It gives people a chance to listen to see what we're about, especially
behind
people,
the scenes.
Yeah, we get a little behind the scenes. If we really wanted to go behind the scenes more, we could keep the mics on, turn the slider down to broadcast the station. We could talk to everybody off the air, but we talk enough. It's a 4-hour show. If we had a 2-hour show, I wouldn't mind doing that, but 4-hour show, I was like, I gotta get. There's a reason we take breaks, everybody. Because you got to take a break every now and then. Not to mention, we have sponsors and spots to run, but we still. You need a break, especially during a 4-hour show. You have to take. Talking for 4 hours is not easy.
No.
And I wouldn't want to be doing a solo show for 4 hours. No way. I mean, unless you got a shit ton of phone calls. But shows like this. We get 2, 3, 4 a show, but that's not to sustain you. Go fly solo for a night, And I'm glad, I like having these like some kind of radio show being a roundtable show like this, where you get 3 or 4 people involved and talking and joining in the conversation, and that's what makes it nice. Yes. And we talk, and we do things, and we talk, and we do things, and then we talk some more. And then we do some more. And then that's about all.
Yeah, I mean, that's why it's like, Wednesday nights, I'm only here for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, it was tough to do 3 when I first started.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as, after the NBA playoffs go off the air, are done, well, what are the NBA playoffs done? Mid-July or, no, I'm kidding, mid-June?
Mm-hmm.
And then from, for a couple months, there's only going to be baseball to talk about.
Right.
So... But then you start getting into college football, and then things pick back up.
Yeah, especially when you get back into the football season, college football, NFL, and all that picks up. Then you got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
and really, this NBA season this year has just been
crazy,
very, very crazy. I thought this has been a lackluster year all the way around. Just
basketball.
Yeah.
I really haven't gotten into basketball at all this year. It's just been like.
Well, you're a Cavs fan. I can understand that.
Well, not even that. I mean, you take the Cavs out of the situation. It still just hasn't been a year I've been excited to watch.
Well, you wanted to hear. It's funny. It's like Tyronn Lue doesn't want to sign a contract with LA. He thinks he's worth more money than he is.
I mean,
I'm Tyronn Lue. I inherited David Blatt's team and took him to the championship, and I didn't even really do nothing. LeBron coached.
David Blatt did nothing. So. Ty Lue's not a bad coach.
Yeah, but he wants more money than what he's worth a few million a year. But LA offered him 3 years at $25 million. No, that ain't enough money.
Not enough money. $25 million for 3 years of work.
Yeah.
Darn. Let me think that over.
Sign me the fuck up.
Yeah. No shit. Like that kind of money to them is I'm sure it's a few thousand to us.
I mean, Lou's going to make Lou's owed another $10 million from the Cavs.
Yeah,
and then that's it. Then the money stops flowing in. But so LeBron's going to end up with some knucklehead as his coach next year, and
that whole situation, LeBron. I mean, you think about it. They're still talking trade with him.
They can't. It's in his contract. Even if LeBron says trade me,
yeah.
Sorry, LeBron, your contract says there's a no trade clause.
Right.
You're stuck here.
Yeah, he's SOL.
Yeah. And, I mean, Kyrie's probably going to go out there. What do you
Yeah, now that LeBron and Kyrie have buried the hatchet.
Yeah. And then, like this article I read this week, now that my Celtics are out of the playoffs, it's like, Kyrie's on his way out of Boston, and his teammates are ready to help him pack.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hey.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. And
Golden State is beatable, so I'd love to see it be like Houston and Milwaukee for the championship. Those are my 2 picks this year.
Yeah,
I think Houston, and that would be a good series.
I think it'd be. I'd love to see Golden State not be in it. I mean, it'd just be nice to see them not in it.
Yeah, you and 300 zillion other.
I know.
people.
I'm so sick of seeing Golden State. Just
the super team that wasn't.
Yeah.
The only thing about Golden State I like is their head coach.
Yeah, Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr. You gotta like Steve Kerr. I like Steve Kerr. Can't stand the team, but I like Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr, former Cavalier.
Yeah.
But I like Steve Kerr anyway. I mean, I
like Durant.
Yeah. I like Steve Kerr anyway. Didn't matter who Steve Kerr would be coaching. I like Steve Kerr, and but beyond that, can't stand the team. But it is what it is.
I can't believe Greg Popovich is still coaching.
Yeah. Yeah, it just is what it is. I never really. I think I watched maybe 2 games all year.
Yeah, I didn't really. I mean, I work alone on Monday nights.
Yeah.
With a radio, so when
You got
basketball's all it's on.
Yeah, he listens to us.
That's it, But otherwise,
he works alone. He tries to find the Playboy channel on the radio. He can't find it, so he has to listen to basketball.
The audio version of the Playboy channel.
Okay, never mind. Let's go to break. This is some kind of radio show here on the SKO Radio Network. We'll be right back after this.
ZM Insurance Group is Northeast Ohio's #1 choice for insurance solutions. They're proud to offer auto, life, home, pet, and business insurance, not to mention renter's insurance, RV, boat, and motorcycle insurance as well. They also offer insurance solutions for rental and commercial properties too. The ZM Insurance Group has been insuring amazing businesses and awesome families in Ohio since 2008. They make the insurance process easy and no appointments are necessary. You can follow the ZM Insurance Group on Twitter at ZM Insurance, on Facebook at ZM Insurance Group, and on Instagram at ZM Insurance. Call the ZM Insurance Group today at 330-777-0092. Once again, that's 330-777-0092. Being a small business owner can be the challenge of a lifetime. To worry about every little aspect of growing your business is no easy task. Paramount to these is reaching and growing your customer base. That's where we here at the SKO Radio Network can help. With an ever-broadening local, national, and international audience, we can come up with an advertising plan that's right for you and your reach. Easy and affordable rates are available. You can bring your own ad, or we can produce your ad for you right here in-house. Give us a call at 234-706-5857. That number again is 234-706-5857. Or drop us a line at office@skoradio.com. SKO Radio Advertising. The only thing easier is listening.
Hello out there, this is Hilljack Bob, and you're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here exclusively on the SKO Radio Network, and we still have 110% itchy balls.
It's time for George. Telephone's another place we spend a lot of time. Telephone. Bob! Telephone! I know, it's been there all week. Margaret, water cooler. Television's a television. Telephone's kind of fun, you know. Hello? 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 Everybody's there. That's all it is, a device for finding out, making sure that everybody's there. It's a hello machine. But do you ever dial someone and forget who you're calling? You have to gamble whether to stay on the line. Hope you recognize the voice. All you need is a little help from the other end. Something like, Bobby Jameson's house. No, what do they say? They say, 2519. Oh. Well, who else are you? Then you get embarrassed and you hang up. Then you remember who you were calling. and you have to call back. So you change your voice. So they won't think you're a complete moron. Hello, is Bobby Jameson there? Aren't you the complete moron who just called here? God, it must be complete moron week. Alexander Graham Bell. I'm real glad his name wasn't Alexander Graham Siren. Well, that sucker really would have woke you up in the middle of the night. When the phone wouldn't ring, it would go off. Phone's going off. It's been going off all day. Can't you hear it? Quick, get it before it peaks. Hello. But when you answer the phone now, the bell stops. The siren would have to wind down. Hello. Can't talk to you now. The siren is winding down. Alexander Graham Bell was one of the few inventors who, when he was finished with his invention, realized he needed another one. No one to call. Couldn't grab a dial tone. Back to the workbench, made another, pumped out another unit, put him up room to room. Hello, hello, everybody's there. Wouldn't you have liked to ask him what plans he had for this phone? What you gonna do with it, Alex?
Gonna have them everywhere.
Huh?
Everywhere. Their phone, every place I have one. Got a house, got a phone. Got 2 rooms, 2 phones, everywhere. All the way from Orlando to Albuquerque. Pick it up, hello, hello, everybody's there. We put them from Maine down to Portland. Every place got a phone.
How you gonna connect them?
Wire.
Wire?
Wire. Have a wire coming out the back of every one. Damn wire come out the back of the phone. Take all them wires, stick them together. Turn them around or something, I don't know, pick it up. Hello, everybody's there. We have them in a restaurant. You put them on the side of the road if you want. Just put them all alone in the glass booth. Someone will come along and pick it up. Hello, everybody's there, everybody's there.
Al, I really don't think they're gonna let you do that, you know? I mean, the wires will be in everybody's way.
I'm going to balance them on poles.
Officer, we have a complete moron over here. The telephone has given us another place we meet. Hold. Being on hold. It's a little like being on standby, you know? The standby is a little more assertive. Standby. Hold. No one volunteers for hold. They put you on it. I'm going to put you on hold. Wait a minute. Nobody volunteers. Nobody says, I'd like to sit for 15 minutes not being able to communicate with a piece of plastic pressed up against my head. They put you on hold. 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 Why don't they let us talk to each other on hold? Are they afraid we'll tell each other something? And I've always wondered, if you die when you're on hold, does your little light go out on the other end? This is the standard hold position.
Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hold. Are there many of us in there? Over 1 million. Say hi for me.
I'll say goodbye. My time is up. I'll call you next week. Thank you, man. Yeah.
All right, we're back. 10:37 here on Some Kind of Radio Show here on the SKO Radio Network. Earl McCune along with Tony the Comedy Killer and Dylan. Dylan sent me the most fucked up video.
Oh my gosh.
You're fucked up, dude. What the fuck you sending me 2 dudes pretending to be Siamese twins jacking each other off for?
Thought you were into it.
No.
thought you were into
See,
it.
that's
And it
just-
was topical.
That was almost as bad.
No, it was topical.
Dude, that's worse than shit. I'm gonna have to send that over to Chris and say, this is the shit.
I'll tag him. I'll tag him.
Go right for it.
I will.
Go right for it. Go ahead. This is the shit that Dylan sends out.
Send it to Mike Malone, too.
Send it to Mike Malone, because Mike would want to play that with you, actually, I think. You guys want to play Siamese twins together?
Yeah.
You and Malone can play Siamese twins.
No, Malone and Sinsel.
Oh, no, they've done it. I think they have done it.
Yeah.
Could you imagine them two playing Siamese twins? I just don't. It's a visual I actually have in my head for some reason.
And you don't want it.
And I don't want it, but it's easy to picture. Oh, my God. Only on this program.
I could see Sinsel and Malone doing that. Have you ever seen Two Girls, One Cup?
Oh, God, no. God, I don't want to think about Two Girls, One Cup. No, that's disgusting. Thanks, Dylan. Yeah, really?
Hey, man.
Really?
Yeah. I mean...
Hell no. He sends a post out to our boss at our regular job.
Yeah.
Hey, this is the kind of shit Earl likes that he would do with Malone. Yeah, thanks, dick. What the fuck?
No, you're not coming anywhere near mine.
I don't want to anywhere. I don't want to be anywhere at all on New Year's stuff. I got my own stuff, okay? I got my rather abundant manly appendage of my own to play with, okay?
It's rubber.
It's rather abundant.
It's rubber and it sticks to the shower wall.
Yeah. I've never had any complaints. Well, actually, I've had several. I just don't acknowledge those complaints. Sure, Lori's complaints. Oh my God, she's always. I'm just kidding. She's probably listening right now.
Complaint department, go see Helen Wait.
Yeah. She's probably listening right now, going, "I don't complain. What the hell?" She doesn't
Complaining
complain.
about complaining.
She doesn't complain at all. She doesn't complain at all. I do my best. Anyway, 1040, some kind of radio show here on the SKO Radio Network. Give us a call if you'd like to join us. We'd love to hear from you, 234-250-110. Tonight's salute is to the late, great George Carlin.
I was going to say, I thought tonight's salute was to Siamese twins.
I know, well,
Yeah.
I know this turning into the Siamese twin salute show. Jesus Christ. We got Siamese twins conversation. What the hell? This show's taking a real turn for the worse.
I just saw that article about the two that were on TV.
Yeah, I
and
know.
the questions were about their sex life, and I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, I was like, apparently I'm not the only one with a twisted enough mind to ask about the threesome.
I was just sitting with a buddy of mine. We actually had this on, those two twin girls on there.
Uh-huh.
And, of course,
what if one was gay, one was straight?
I was wondering that, too. But here's the thing. My one friend, we're sitting at the bar, and he goes, my God, they have a nice rack. I'm like, dude, I'm not. You're looking. What? It's like I can't look at the girls like that.
Yeah.
I mean, not severely. They have basically. If you really if you look at those two girls, basically it's a two-headed woman.
Yeah.
Basically, the one half controls
The
one
right
part
half.
of the body, and the other part. One controls the other half, and they're completely split down the middle. Everything, one set. I mean, they don't.
Yeah, well, that's what they said about the two that were on TLC. Is,
Yeah, that's the same ones. Yeah.
This one controls the right half of the body. This
Yep.
one controls the left.
Yep.
And then, what about the center? And it's just like,
It all meets in the middle.
yeah.
It all meets in the middle. So, I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine. And if you're watching, they both have aspirations to get married. So what are they going to do? Is like the two dudes going to double dick the chick? I mean, I don't understand it. I mean, it's like they're going to take turns.
Well, I have to say, if you marry one, you have to marry the other.
Well, they have two different distinct personalities and two different heads. So
Yeah.
they're two different people. They inhabit one body, basically. So I just would be kind of weird, Then if like one gets married and the other one don't, what's the other one do? Hey, I'm going to read a magazine while you guys are going at it. And of course, I'm just wondering, do they both feel it? I mean, I just like, what? I just don't get it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's something I'm sure everyone has wondered over time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Typically,
I mean, I'm not making fun of the situation. It's something honestly would wonder. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people do.
See, they're a rare type of Siamese twin because they're connected at everything.
Yeah.
Most Siamese twins, when they're born, are either just connected at the head, at the hip, or something like that, or, they are just totally connected.
Yeah. Oh, completely. Well, they have two spines. I remember watching about them. They have two spines, two stomachs, two separate sets of internal organs. They have two hearts.
Yeah.
But externally, they have,
two boobs.
Two boobs. One boob for one side, one boob, and I guess the feeling stops at about the midpoint. But it's like I don't know. It's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
And it's like I tell you what, those two girls are very brave.
Yeah.
I mean, and they become teachers, which they both want to be teachers, so they become teachers. I mean, they're very brave girls, and they're all you can do is you look and say, oh man, you're proud of them, because I mean they're very brave to live the life they do. And,
oh yeah.
And they do it without they do it with pride, and you can't say. You can't knock that. I mean, all you can do is go, hey, wow, that's amazing, Dylan's looking at porn again on his phone.
What kind, Earl?
I don't know. Butt shit porn? I mean, we looking at...
No, that's you.
Gay midget amputee Siamese twins porn?
Oh, Siamese twins porn. I'm sure there is Siamese twins porn.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
Malone would know. If Malone's listening, he'd
Mike,
tell us
search it and send it to Earl. He'll watch the whole thing. For science.
Scientific purposes only.
For posterity.
This is for scientific purposes only. 10:45. We'd love to hear from you. Give us a call, 234-250-110. We'll put you on the air.
Have you ever had sex with a Siamese twin?
No, I have not.
Has anyone?
Has anyone? Oh,
yeah.
I'm sure people have. I just don't.
Well, they should call us.
Yeah. I don't think they're listening if they are.
They should still call us.
They should still call us and let us know.
It's like, have you ever been with a Siamese twin? That'd be a good Jerry Springer episode.
Yeah, that would be a great. We could do our own version of Jerry Springer here tonight. Yeah, okay. Have you ever had sex with a Siamese twin? Call us here at SK Radio Network. You know how the Jerry Springer thing would be already the Maury Povich one.
Yeah.
Have you ever had sex with? Only on this show, guys. Only on this show. That's the thing. If we talk about anything and everything on this show, I'll tell you what. I've already been asking. People already asking. What are you saluting on the night of your retirement show? I'm like, I'm probably not going to salute anything on that night.
Salute you.
We're going to salute. Yeah, we'll salute the whole show.
Yeah.
We'll salute the whole show as a whole and stuff we've done. And I don't know. I haven't really thought much about it yet. I'm sure it'll be a retrospective show more than anything. It won't be much of a performance show. It'll be a retrospective. We'll probably play a lot of clips from throughout the years on this show. It'll probably be a retrospective of the entire program, everything we've ever done. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll just play it by ear. I'm not really... That's still 10 weeks off. We got a little bit of planning to do yet before we do that one, but...
I just want to get through next Friday. It's last Friday. I got to work till Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, nice. I'm ready just to get to June.
Vegas.
I'm ready to get to June, middle of June. I'm leaving for Vegas on the 19th of June, and I'm coming back the following week. So I'm going to miss one show in June. The Friday I'm gone, but I'll be back the following Friday because we're leaving like Wednesday and coming back Tuesday.
Yeah.
So, and then of course, got the whole remaining month of June, whole month of July before I go off, and then we turn the show over to Mike Haig and his crew, and it'll be a different program. People have been asking, is it going to be the same show? Is the show continuing? Yeah, it's still going to be some kind of radio show. It's just going to be some kind of radio show. That's all. If you think about the changes, like when Johnny Carson retired, handed over to Jay Leno. Same show, but a different show.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing, passing the baton, so to speak. And it's like people go, oh, what are you going to do? So many people think, oh, you're leaving the station. Why would I? No, I'm not leaving the station.
How do you leave the station when you own it?
How do you leave the station when you own it unless you're selling it? And I'm not selling the place. Anyone want to buy?
Make you an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
Make us an offer we can't refuse.
Yeah.
Something.
I got a down payment.
Got a down payment. There it is.
There it is, down payment. If you're getting a lot more quarters,
that'll buy you the.
Get a lot more dollars.
I'll buy you the Febreze can.
Yeah, I'll buy the Febreze can.
It's a JFK one too.
Nice.
JFK's a $50.
Yeah.
No, this is a gold dollar.
No.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, no, it's people have been asking, are you going to be leaving the station? People are so confused that I'm leaving the station behind. I'm like, no, I'm not leaving the station behind.
Only if you're buying.
Yeah.
I'm not selling it right now. I mean, there's no plans to sell it. I mean,
And even then, I'm not leaving.
even then, I'm not leaving the place. Put too much time and effort into this place. We still got improvements to make, but no, we're not. I'm not leaving the station. I mean, I'm getting off the air as an on-air talent, and I'm going to focus more on operations.
You said moron.
Yeah, well.
He's
Got to be a
focus-
moron to be in this business.
He's going to focus more on the morons.
Yeah. No, you got to. I'm going to focus on the operations aspect of running the place and trying to draw in new business and do that kind of thing. And it needs done. I mean, there's a lot that needs to be done.
Hard.
What's hard? You looking at, dude?
Running a radio station.
It's hard running a radio station.
It's hard work.
How do you know? You're never here.
Sure I am.
In spirit. He's here in spirit.
Sure I am.
Well, tonight.
I'm busy.
So am I.
I'm a busy person, man.
And I'm not.
I have an extra job.
And I'm not busy. I'm always busy. Dude, I'm on the go like 20 hours a day.
Whose fault's that?
It's not my fault. I just got a lot of shit to do.
I make time for 3 hours of drinking and 12 hours of beauty sleep.
I don't have.
That's
yeah.
not. It's not my problem that you can't do that.
Well, dude, I mean, I'm awake 20 hours a day. That's on average. I'm awake 20 hours a day.
Well, you should sleep.
Well, when I have time, I will. I don't have time to sleep. I have.
You should just.
I found Sinsel's woman.
Oh yeah, there you go. He wishes.
No,
he would still wish. He would still wish for that. Come on. Probably has a bigger dick than him. Come on. But no, it's. I am on average awake 20 hours a day. That's no joke. I get up every morning, take my kids to school, and then depending on what needs done here or business that I, have to take care of. I also handle an estate. I also handle another estate. I got a lot of things I do, and that doesn't involve here or even my regular job, which takes 40 hours a week up my time. Well, 35 hours a week of my time because I lose some hours when I have to go pick my kids up for school.
Damn summertime.
Yeah, I know. No, actually, I think I have more hours in the summertime because I don't have to take the kids to school and back. But no, I got. I got a lot on my plate. I'm a very busy guy, and it's just the way it is. And I need to focus. Like my day, I'm here. I'm here all day on Friday. Okay, I've been here other than when I left to go get my kids from school.
You're leaving?
Huh?
Did you clock out before you left?
Yeah.
Here? Yeah, dude. Like I punch a clock here. What the hell? But no, I left here around 2. I got here at 7:55 this morning. Worked on the radio show for tonight. Did that till about noon. Then I had to take care of some personal business till about 2. And then 2 o'clock I had to leave. Yeah, right. I wish I had time for that too. I don't have time. I don't even have time to do that. By the time I got done doing my personal business, gonna get my kids, got back here around 4:30, 3:30, 4 o'clock. Worked with Eric a little bit on some training stuff. Next thing you know, it's Lori and the kids got here. I had to go get them fed, get back here to the show. And I've been here, like I said, I've been here since other than when I left for an hour and a half to go take care of some stuff. I've been here roughly since 7:55 this morning. And it's 10:53 at night, so it's been a full. Friday's my full day here. I mean, it's my only real full day in this place. I I try to get down here a couple times during the week for at least an hour and do something, just check in on things, whatever. But Friday's my day where I'm just all radio, and that's kind of that's just the way my schedule works out. But it's the only time I really have, In the summertime, once the kids are out of school, I can start kind of maybe adding in some of those evening shifts back in. I like get in here after work, do a little work before, get down here like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, stay till like 1 or 2, then go home and get some things done. So I'm not spending my entire Friday here, I used to do that before, when the kids were homeschooled.
Yeah.
Before Debbie passed away. I mean, I'd come down here and work, Thursday nights, sometimes get down here Wednesday night, whatever, and I'd be down here 3 nights a week. And just with my schedule the way it is now, I just don't have time to be down here as much as I want. But once the kids are out of school, then I'm going to have 3 weeks for no kids. I'll be kidless for a few weeks because they're going to be going down south. And then by the time they're gone for a couple of weeks, I can get my apartment in order. And then it'll be time to go on vacation. So it is what it is.
I mean, you look at my week. I mean, it's like, start Monday, work, come home, try to get stuff done around my house Monday night or Tuesday night. Wednesday night, I'm here doing my show. Thursday nights, I would get home from work, sleep all afternoon, get up at night and go drive. Be up all night, going to work Friday morning, sleep all afternoon, come in here, do the show Friday night, go out, drive a little bit more, go home, sleep a few hours, get up Saturday, try to get some more stuff done around my house or whatever.
Right.
And then even Saturday mornings, I'm too tired. I usually don't do shit around my house.
Right. Oh, I hear you.
Relax a couple hours, but then I go out and run errands all day Saturday,
Right.
work Saturday night.
Yeah. Tomorrow's my last morning. I have to go into work early.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm going in early tomorrow is because we have the kids' bowling banquet tomorrow.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's my last Saturday morning. I have to go in for a while. I'll be working like afternoons, but. Be like my last Saturday morning I got to do. So, I mean, at least I'll get out of here starting after next week. I can get out of here on Saturday and go home and get a little shut-eye. Like tonight I'll get out of here. We should go off the air around 12. I'd probably get out of here around 12:15, 12:20. It just depends, how much cleanup we got to do. And, I grab the file, take that, put it on my computer for tonight, recording the show, which is a hell of a lot easier doing it on this system than it was doing the old way. No second, it's just direct audio. So don't worry about the drop-offs or any editing like that. It's just straight audio. It's just direct feed. So, I mean, I'm getting the full bit here. It's all there. So, like I said, I usually got here about 12:20, 12:30. I get home take about 15 minutes to get home. And then, by the time I settle down for the night, it's 1:30. And then try to get to bed sleep by 2. Then I'm up at 8, so I'm going to be at work by 9. So it's like, okay, tonight's I can get 6 hours of sleep if I'm lucky, But it won't be so bad tomorrow. Tomorrow actually will probably go pretty quick. And then actually tomorrow's a long day anyway, because tomorrow night's my last night of bowling on Saturday nights. So I'll be glad when that's done. So don't get me wrong, I had fun this year bowling that league, but it's kind of rough because, we started the year, Deb bowled the first half of the year, obviously, before she passed away. And, thank God Kathy stepped up and took her spot, so I had a partner to bowl with, the rest of the year. But I'll be glad when it's done this year, and move on to next year, ready to get onto that. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take an early break here because we do have a very long break this coming up here. We have a 13-minute break. A really long clip of Mr. George Carlin here. So we're going to go ahead and play that right now and give you guys another bit of George Carlin. So stay tuned. You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on the SKO Radio Network. Stay tuned.
Hi there, Aaron K-Back here from the Half-Cocked Radio Show. But I'm also the program director here at the SKO Radio Network. Part of what that entails is spearheading the new music, new attitude movement here at the station by providing not only the best new music that I can find, but also some of the best from the 70s and beyond. I think you're going to like what you hear because a lot of thought and hard work went into building this library for you. our faithful listeners. But it doesn't stop there. If there's anything you think should be added to the SKO library, drop me a line on my Facebook page. Just go to facebook.com/AaronTheVoice, no spaces, and let me know what you'd like to hear. Welcome to the new SKO Radio Network. New music, new attitude.
Hello out there, this is Hilljack Bob, and you're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here exclusively on the SKO Radio Network, and we still have 110% itchy balls.
Something else we have in common, flying on the airlines and listening to the airlines announcements and trying to pretend to ourselves that the language they're using is really English. Doesn't seem like it to me. Whole thing starts when you get to the gate. First announcement. We would like to begin the boarding process. Extra word, process. Not necessary. Boarding is enough. We'd like to begin the boarding. Simple. Tells the story. People add extra words when they want things to sound more important than they really are. Boarding process. Sounds important. It isn't. It's just a bunch of people getting on an airplane. People like to sound important. Weathermen on television talk about shower activity. Sounds more important than showers. I even heard one guy on CNN talk about a rain event. Swear to God. He said, Louisiana's expecting a rain event. I thought, holy shit, I hope I can get tickets to that. Emergency situation. News people like to say, police have responded to an emergency situation. No, they haven't. They've responded to an emergency. We know it's a situation. Everything is a situation. Anyway, as part of this boarding process, they say, we would like to pre-board. Well, what exactly is that anyway? What does it mean to pre-board? You get on before you get on? That's another complaint of mine. Too much use of this prefix pre. It's all over the language now. Pre this, pre that. Place the turkey in a preheated oven. It's ridiculous. There are only two states an oven can possibly exist in, heated or unheated. Preheated is a meaningless fucking term. It's like pre-recorded. This program was pre-recorded. Well, of course it was pre-recorded. When else are you going to record it? Afterwards? That's the whole purpose of recording, to do it beforehand. Otherwise, it doesn't really work, does it? Pre-existing, pre-planning, pre-screening. You know what I tell these people? Pre-suck my genital situation. And they seem to understand what I'm talking about. Anyway, as part of this pre-boarding, they say, we would like to pre-board those passengers traveling with small children. But what about those passengers traveling with large children? Suppose you have a 2-year-old with a pituitary disorder. You know, a 6-foot infant with an oversized head. Kind of kid you see in the National Enquirer all the time. Actually, with a kid like that, I think you're better off checking him right in with your luggage at the curb, don't you? Well, they like it under there. It's dark. They're used to that. About this time, someone is telling you to get on the plane. Get on the plane, get on the plane. I say, fuck you, I'm getting in the plane. In the plane. Let Evel Knievel get on the plane. I'll be in here with you folks in uniform. There seems to be less wind in here. They might tell you you're on a non-stop flight. Well, I don't think I care for that. No, I insist that my flights stop. Preferably at an airport. It's those sudden, unscheduled cornfield and housing development stops that seem to interrupt the flow of my day. Here's one they just made up. Near miss. When two planes almost collide, they call it a near miss. It's a near hit. A collision is a near miss. Look, they nearly missed. Yes, but not quite. They might tell you your flight has been delayed because of a change of equipment. Broken plane. Tell me to put my seat back forward. Well, I don't bend that way. If I could put my seat back forward, I'd be in porno movies. Then they mentioned carry-on luggage. First time I heard carry-on, I thought they were going to bring a dead deer on board. I thought, what the hell do they mean with that? Don't they have the little TV dinners anymore? Then I thought, carry on, there's going to be a party. People are going to be carrying on the plane. Well, I don't care for that. I like a serious attitude on the plane, especially on the flight deck, which is the latest euphemism for cockpit. Can't imagine why they wouldn't want to use a lovely word like cockpit, can you? Especially with all those stewardesses going in and out of it all the time. There's a word that's changed, stewardess. First it was hostess, then stewardess, now it's flight attendant. You know what I call them? The lady on the plane. Sometimes it's a man on the plane now. That's good, equality. I'm all in favor of that. Sometimes they actually refer to these people as uniformed crew members. Uniformed. As opposed to that guy sitting next to you in the Grateful Dead t-shirt and the fuck you hat. Who's working on his 9th little bottle of Kahlua, I might add. As soon as they close the door to the aircraft, that's when they begin the safety lecture. I love the safety lecture. This is my favorite part of the airplane ride. I listen very carefully to the safety lecture, especially that part where they teach us how to use the seat belts. Imagine this. Here we are, a plane full of grown human beings, many of us partially educated, and they're actually taking time out to describe the intricate workings of a belt buckle. Place the small metal flap into the buckle. Well, I asked for clarification at that point. Over here, please. Over here. Yes, thank you very much. Did I hear you correctly? Did you say place the small metal flap into the buckle, or place the buckle over and around the small metal flap? I'm a simple man. I do not possess an engineering degree, nor am I mechanically inclined. Sorry to have taken up so much of your time. Please continue with the wonderful safety lecture. Seatbelt. High-tech shit. The safety lecture continues. The next thing they do, they tell you to locate your nearest emergency exit. I do this immediately. I locate my nearest emergency exit, and then I plan my route. You have to plan your route. It's not always a straight line, is it? Sometimes there's a really big fat fuck sitting right in front of you. Well, you know you'll never get over him. I look around for women and children, midgets and dwarfs, cripples, war widows, paralyzed veterans, people with broken legs, anybody who looks like they can't move too well. The emotionally disturbed come in very handy at a time like this. You might have to go out of your way to find these people, but you'll get out of the plane a lot goddamn quicker, believe me. I say, let's see. I'll go around the fat fuck, step on the widow's head, push those children out of the way, knock down the paralyzed midget, and get out of the plane where I can help others. I can be of no help to anyone if I'm lying unconscious in the aisle with some big cocksucker standing on my head. I must get out of the plane, go to a nearby farmhouse, have a Dr. Pepper, and call the police. The safety lecture continues. In the unlikely event, this is a very suspect phrase, especially coming as it does from an industry that is willing to lie about arrival and departure times. In the unlikely event of a sudden change in cabin pressure, roof flies off. An oxygen mask will drop down in front of you. Place the mask over your face and breathe normally. Well, I have no problem with that. I always breathe normally when I'm in a 600-mile-an-hour uncontrolled vertical dive. I also shit normally. Right in my pants! They tell you to adjust your oxygen mask before helping your child with his. I did not need to be told that. In fact, I'm probably going to be too busy screaming to help him at all. This will be a good time for him to learn self-reliance. If he can program his fucking VCR, he can goddamn jolly well learn to adjust an oxygen mask. Fairly simple thing, just a little rubber band in the back is all it is. Not nearly as complicated as, say, for instance, a seatbelt. The safety lecture continues. In the unlikely event of a water landing. Well, what exactly is a water landing? Am I mistaken, or does this sound somewhat similar to crashing into the ocean? Your seat cushion can be used as a flotation device. Well, imagine that. My seat cushion. Just what I need to float around the North Atlantic for several days, clinging to a pillow full of beer farts.
You know, I'll tell you what, how much of that stuff actually, is supposed to be funny, but so true when you go flying. It's like, okay, the stewardess or the flight attendants, don't call them a stewardess, they don't like that shit. The flight attendants, they do their little safety thing and all that. Okay, now you got to plan your route out of the airplane. And there's usually a fat fuck in the way.
Yeah, there is.
There always is. Tony's one of them. No.
Yeah.
Tony's a guy in the way. Hey, who let the Amish guy on the airplane?
Yeah.
They don't believe in this shit. They don't believe in this shit. Get them off the airplane. What the fuck? You ever had any crazy airline stories there, Dylan?
I've only been on I've been on an airplane 4 times.
Okay.
4 times, yes.
When you flew to Missouri,
I flew 5 times. I
Okay,
flew
5 times.
to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I flew back from Las Vegas.
Okay.
I flew to Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
I flew to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
6. I flew to Miami, flew back from Miami, and I've flown to Orlando.
I remember. I got to tell you this one. I was.
I flew Spirit.
This is 3 years ago. We were going out to Reno. It's actually 3 years ago this week because I got reminded of it because of the Facebook, the memory thing.
Right.
Well, I was. Debbie was down in Alabama, and I was here. We were going to meet out in Reno for vacation. We were going to bowl nationals, and so I flew from Akron, Canton to Chicago, and then Chicago to LAX, then LAX to Reno. Well, the flight from Chicago to LAX, I had a window seat. It's 747, big ass plane. Still had the when they still flying 747s. I'm sitting in there, and I'm like, all right, I got the window seat. Okay, I like the window seat because you kind of half relax on a window seat because you're not crowded on there. You just kind of lean against the window, the wall, and just kind of shut your eyes. And it was so funny. This girl sits next to me, right, and she's wearing shorts and everything, and gorgeous as hell. And all of a sudden, she decides she's like, this is like halfway through the flight. She goes, hey, do you mind if I stretch out? She plops her legs right across me. I'm like, holy shit, like, okay, okay. She's just made herself comfortable. And I was like, it was. I mean, don't get me wrong, nothing happened or nothing like that. It was just awkward as hell. Because this chick's just laying with her legs right across me. I'm like, well, damn, okay, shit. Well, screw it. I took a nap. It was a 4-hour flight. I'm like, screw it. I mean, it was innocent as hell, but she's like, I need to stretch out. She's I get these severe cramps in my legs. I need to stretch my legs. So she's like, I said, yeah, whatever, and she just flops them out right across my lap. I'm like, she had a nice set of legs too, but at the time, I was like, okay, yeah. I got off the plane. I got on the phone. I called Debbie. I'm like, you're not gonna believe this shit. I'm telling her the story. I was like, this chick just flops her. Oh, I was being called. Also, you were probably rubbing her legs. And I was like,
motherfucker.
I was like, I didn't do nothing. I mean, I was, like, what was I gonna do? I mean, you're on a freaking airplane. I mean, come on. But I was like, what? I wasn't trying to hit on no chick or nothing. I was like, she's stretched out across me. What was I supposed to do? I mean, I'm telling you all about it. It's an honest, true story. And she's like, yeah, right. I'm like, I said, no, I'm being dead serious. I mean, it's just, like, what the hell? I was like, I wasn't expecting her to put her legs across me.
I'll take things that didn't happen for 800, Alex.
Yeah. Things that didn't happen for 800. But really, and honestly, I mean, she stretched out. It was like maybe 20, 25 minutes. She's like, okay, I'm good, thanks. And she's like, I didn't mean, like, no, it's fine. She's like telling me her whole story. I'm going to Reno to. She's, I'm going to go Reno and bowl. I'm like, oh yeah, me too. I'm going out there, and I'm meeting my wife out there to go bowl. Oh, okay, you're married? Yeah, I'm married. Oh, okay. I'm like, whatever. Okay. It was interesting.
Yeah, to say the least.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like if I try to think the flights I've taken. First time I flew was to go to boot camp.
Mm-hmm.
Flew to Houston to help my buddy move back up. I flew down and we drove back.
Mm-hmm.
Flown 4 round trips to Vegas.
Yeah.
And I flew round trip out to Phoenix and back.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
So, and 4-hour flights, especially being a smoker, suck.
Yeah.
Because, then you get off the plane, you got to try to bust ass to get off the plane.
Yeah.
Then go find your bags because you're not allowed to take a lighter on the plane with you.
All right. Well, the worst part about when you get off the plane.
Yeah.
Is
there's a fucking guy playing a banjo in Oakland.
Anyway, the worst part of when you land and when you're ready to get off the plane is everybody getting their overhead bags.
And they all go at the same time.
And everyone's it's like a herd of elephants trying to get out. It's like, okay, everybody, if everyone just kind of like,
come on, rear to front,
rear to
front.
Yeah. Yeah, just slowly, just everyone take their time. You'll get out.
Well, that was why I liked flying either Frontier or Spirit.
Yeah.
Because they charge you to use the overhead bins.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they just want, if you take something that's got to fit under your seat.
Yeah.
There ain't a ton of room. That's like a small duffel bag.
Yeah.
Fit under your seat.
Yeah. See, we're flying Spirit out to Vegas, which sounds like it wasn't my first choice. I usually fly United.
It's all right though.
But
it's a lot cheaper than.
Oh yeah.
But it's a hell of a lot cheaper. So we're just, I'm not taking over. We're not taking carry-ons. I'm just paying to whatever to put the baggage underneath and saying screw it, and I hate kicking. We got a direct flight anyway, so I'm not worried about a carry-on because I don't need. There's nothing I'm going to need during that flight.
Yeah, I mean, I took
the only time I'm really worried about having a carry-on is if I get a layover, because there's stuff I can, like my medication or whatever. I'm not worried about a carry-on for a direct flight. I could just give a rat's ass. This is one less thing I got to worry about. Just throw my bags under the damn plane. I go get my flight. I get off the plane. I go get my bags, and I get, take my Uber or wherever the hell I'm going to go and just be done with it. I don't care. Yeah, I don't want to carry too much. Like I said, the only time I worry about a carry-on is if I got layovers. Sure, I want to carry on because I have my phone charger, for example, or whatever. Direct flight. I got a direct flight from when we go. We're flying Cleveland direct. And we're leaving like 9 o'clock at night on a Wednesday. It's like the only thing they had. So I'm like, okay, so 9. It's still going to be like 11, 12 o'clock at night when we land in Vegas. By us a time change, so it's still going to be late here. But I was like, oh shit, But I don't care. It's a direct flight. I'm not worried about the layover. It's 4 hours. Get on the plane and we're there. It's not an all day process. Like when we flew out to Vegas last year, we flew Akron Canton to Chicago, and then Chicago to Vegas. And I'll tell you, no, it was 2 stops. We had to stop we had 2 layovers. Flew Chicago to, where were we at? Denver?
Denver,
yeah. We had to fly into Denver. So it was.
So how was that mile high air?
You know what? It wasn't outside, so you don't really notice it. So.
Because whenever I've had layovers, they've usually been a minimum an hour.
Yeah.
Now, I've never been fortunate enough to have the layover at O'Hare.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a story about O'Hare. This is probably about, God, we're going on 10 years now, maybe 11. My buddy Jeff and I went down bowled nationals. Tyson, yep. We went and bowled nationals out at in Reno. So me and him at the stadium. So me and him flew Cleveland. No, actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, we flew. We flew Cleveland to Chicago, Chicago to Reno, because they don't have a direct flight to Reno from here. Okay, so you have to go to Chicago. I mean, Chicago or Dallas or not Dallas, Dallas Fort Worth. That's the only two. That's the only route, or you go to Atlanta and get there. So we flew Cleveland to O'Hare, and that's a 40-minute flight. Well, the going out, the refrigerator was broken on the little puddle jumper. Who gives a shit if the fridge is broke? It's a 40-minute fucking flight. I don't care if I don't have to get a cold beverage. I don't give a shit. So, of course, they hold this flight up an hour and 20 minutes. We were supposed to have a 2-hour layover at O'Hare to give us plenty of time. So we catch this flight. Okay, true story. We catch this flight an hour and a half late. We're getting ready to land in Chicago. We had to circle the field 3 times because of weather. Like, oh, my God, we're looking at the clock. How much time we got until this next flight? Time we actually landed, we had 40 minutes to catch our plane, which is not a lot of time.
No. So
we're like, okay, we got off the plane, got into the terminal. We're like, okay, where's the gate? Clear on the other frickin' end of O'Hare.
Yep.
And, of course, you had to take that underground frickin' deal, along that long-ass deal with the lights overhead, and then go back up. Just imagine 2 asthmatics running across an airport. And I'm the only one, and Jeff was wearing cowboy boots.
Yeah.
Talk about entertaining. I mean, we just barely made our flight. They were paging us. And we're like, we're coming, we got our tickets. They were getting ready to close the doors. It took every bit of 35 minutes to get across that airport. And we didn't stop the whole time. There was no slowing down. We hauled tail to catch this flight. And, man, I'll tell you what, that is just something that... Whew. And we were supposed to have 2 hours. And it was... that 2 hours was... It was basically just time to get off one plane, get on the other. And like I said, once we made the flight, okay, do you guys want a beverage? Beer. We started drinking. Well, we were drinking in Cleveland. We were drinking Bloody Marys that morning.
Yeah.
And we had an early morning 7 a.m. flight out of Cleveland. But bar was open at 7. Bloody Marys. Okay. We were drinking those. They don't want to get drunk, but just enough to kind of loosen you up before you fly. And but it was interesting. And once we got there, we got to Reno. Got to Reno safe and sound. Got our rental car, drove over to the hotel, and had a ball. But that flight out there was what a disaster.
See, the thing I don't like about Hopkins is like you get to a couple parts of the airport.
Yeah.
You got the escalators and the stairs that are going up and
Yep.
down.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be on this one part. You see the escalator, but it's going in between.
Yeah.
A portion here that you can't get to in here.
Yeah.
But you've got to be on that escalator.
And you got to be on that escalator. Oh, I know. I hate Cleveland.
You got to be on the escalator down.
Yeah.
You got to go here.
Yeah.
Then you got to go to this other escalator up.
Yeah.
And it's taking you to a different
I
floor.
hate flying out. We're flying out of Cleveland. Like I said, the only reason we took to Cleveland, I was talking about going out of Akron, Canton, because it was basically right between me and Lori, because Lori lives down in Louisville. I live in Cuyahoga Falls. We were talking about just, one of us stay at one of the other's houses and we just go,
From there, yeah.
But we're like, yeah, screw it. Let's just go Cleveland. And then, her dad's going to drive us up to Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
And go to the airport, and drop us off. So don't have to worry about leaving my car behind or her car. We're just going to, her dad's going to run us up to Cleveland, which is damn nice of him, And, I mean, it's going to be nice. I mean, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to going, And I was originally supposed to go Bull Nationals. But, for some reason it got miscommunicated that people think I didn't want to go. And I'm like, well, of course I want to go. But I still wanted to go on the trip. So, I mean, no matter what, I still wanted to make the vacation happen.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I got to go, or getting to go. And Dylan's looking at very important paperwork here. You got a news briefing, Dylan? You looking at... Dylan got the results of his cranial rectitis test, and he passed because he looks excited. Did you pass? Did you pass your cranial test? Cranial rectitis test. Okay, we'll find out tomorrow. But
Details later.
Dylan is reading, and he's very intent right now. He's reading his letter. He's like really into it. He's in depth and deep. He's reading it deep and hard.
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm. But the joys of flying, though. I mean, I love to fly. I just hate the travel part of it. I mean, I just hate dealing with the airport. Once you're on the plane, shit. I love to get on the airplane. I love sitting there. The only time I don't like is when you're in the center seat in coach, which I hate the middle seat. Give me the aisle, give me the window. I don't care. Just don't give me the damn middle. I hate the middle, especially when you got strangers on you. It's just like, and then you're like this, because you feel like you're cramped. I mean, you lock in your shoulders and you're like, oh God, I can't move, But it's okay. But I mean, I'd rather give me the damn window, give me the damn aisle. Lori says me a text. She says, okay, fine, a U.S. baby then.
A U.S. baby.
She's on this kick now. Ever since I said...
Text her back, Cabbage Patch Kid.
Yeah.
No, see, when I flew to Houston, it was a puddle jumper one way, direct flight. All 4 times to Vegas and back were regular planes.
Yeah.
Both years I went to Phoenix, we were in jumbo jets. That was Southwest, where you get assigned to seating groups instead of assigned seating.
Yeah.
And we were in the last group to board. And I remember the first year I flew out there, I sat between mom and rebellious teenage daughter. It's like 8 in the morning flying out to Phoenix.
Right.
And, first thing I do is it's my first flight post 9/11 is I ordered a scotch and the rocks, and then the mom looks at me, gives me this strange look, and I'm like, I just need something to loosen me up. I haven't flown in a while. And she's like, well, you still don't think that's a little early for that? I said, I'm on vacation till through Monday, so guess what? No, it's not too early.
There's no early time. When you're on vacation, it doesn't matter. I mean, I've been on vacation. I start drinking at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm on vacation. Who gives a shit?
I drank the whole time we were in Arizona.
Yeah. Well, I believe it. My trip down to Florida back in 2006, it was one of those, we stayed in the hotel. I kind of followed the traditions my parents did when we went down years ago, is you go to the ABC liquor store in Daytona Beach, you load, because the booze is cheap as freaking hell down there. You get the big, gigantic bottles of, I get vodka, I like vodka, and I'd load up on juice. I'd drink either cranberry juice or orange juice or even grapefruit juice. I like vodka and grapefruit juice.
Yeah.
And shit, I'd sit there and drink all day at the hotel. Go to the pool, and then of course they had the poolside tiki bar, and I was like, okay. I'd fill my own, go back down. I'm not buying $7 a drink. No, I can make my own in a room, bring it back down.
Yeah.
I just kept the same glass. I never knew. No one ever asked me about it, but that was fun. But I'd start drinking sun up. I'd drink sun up to sundown. I didn't care. I was on vacation. I didn't care. I was having a good time.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that was my whole thing is I knew I was going to be able to drink my entire trip while we were in Arizona.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure I'm going to drink in Vegas. I don't think I'm going to drink a whole lot. I mean, I'll drink a little bit, but I'm not going to. I want to enjoy the trip this year. You know?
Yeah.
I drank quite a bit last year when I went. But this year I kind of want to enjoy a little bit more of the scenery and do some things and see more than just the casinos. When I'm out there this year.
Yeah, there's a lot more to Vegas than the casinos.
I'm doing. I love the casinos, but I want to get out and I want to see some things. I want to actually check out the sites. I mean, I didn't go really a whole lot of places when we were there last year. We hung around Caesars a lot. We hung around that little area. We hung around downtown at the Fremont Street. Which is fun, but there's other things to do, and I definitely want to take a little bit more of a experience this year when I go to Vegas. But it'll be a lot of fun. But let's take our final break of the night, shall we?
Yes,
we
shall.
You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on the SKO Radio Network. We'll be right back after our final clip of George Carlin. Stay tuned.
Have you ever listened to the great shows that we have here on the SKO Radio Network and thought to yourself, I bet I could do that? Well, now's your chance. Whether it's a talk show like the Half-Cocked Radio Show, the Zach Meyer Show, or some kind of radio show, or even a music highlight show like Throwback Thursdays or Oldies But Goodies, you now have the chance to be a part of our ever-expanding lineup. All you have to do is send a mic test in MP3 or WAV format to office@skoradio.com. That address again is office@skoradio.com. So step on up to the microphone and let's see if you have what it takes to work and have fun alongside the craziest crew on the internet here at the SKO Radio Network. The ZM Insurance Group is Northeast Ohio's #1 choice for insurance solutions. They're proud to offer auto, life, home, pet, and business insurance, not to mention renter's insurance, RV, boat, and motorcycle insurance as well. They also offer insurance solutions for rental and commercial properties too. The ZM Insurance Group has been insuring amazing businesses and awesome families in Ohio since 2008. They make the insurance process easy and no appointments are necessary. You can follow the ZM Insurance Group on Twitter @ZM Insurance, on Facebook at ZM Insurance Group, and on Instagram @ZM Insurance. Call the ZM Insurance Group today at 330-777-0092. Once again, that's 330-777-0092.
Well, hello there, this is Jack Bob, and you're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here exclusively on the SKO Radio Network, and we still have 110% itchy balls.
Now this next thing is about the English language. It's about little expressions we use. We all say them, the little sayings and expressions that we use all the time, most of us, and we never really seem to examine these expressions very carefully at all. We just sort of say these things as if they really made sense. Like, legally drunk. Well, if it's legal, what's the fucking problem? Hey, leave my friend alone, officer. He's legally drunk. You know you can stick it. Well, why do we always assume everyone knows where they can stick it? Suppose you don't know. Suppose you're a new guy. You have absolutely no idea where to stick it. I think there ought to be a government booklet entitled Where to Stick It. Now that I think of it, I believe there is a government booklet like that. They sent it to you on April 15th. Undisputed heavyweight champion. Well, if it's undisputed, what's all the fighting about? It's the quiet ones you gotta watch. You know that one, eh? Every time you see a story about a serial killer on TV, what do? They bring on the neighbor. And the neighbor says, well, he was always very quiet. And someone in the room says, it's the quiet ones you gotta watch. This sounds to me like a very dangerous assumption. I will bet you anything that while you're watching a quiet one, a noisy one will fucking kill you. Suppose you're in a bar and one guy's sitting over on the side reading a book, not bothering anybody. Another guy standing up at the front with a machete, banging it on the bar, saying, I'll kill the next motherfucker who comes in here. Who are you gonna watch? You're goddamn right. Lock him up and throw away the key. This is really stupid. Where are you going to throw the key? Right out in front of the jail? His friends will find it. How far can you throw a key? 50, 60 feet the most. Even if you lay it flat on its side like that and you scale it, what do you get? An extra 10 feet, tops. This is a stupid idea, needs to be completely rethought. Down the tubes. Hear that one a lot. People say, the country is going down the tubes. What tubes? Have you seen any tubes? Where are these tubes? And where do they go? And how come there's more than one tube? It would seem to me, one country, one tube. What, does every state all of a sudden have to have its own tube now? One tube is all you need. What, a tube that big? Somebody would have seen it by now. Somebody would have said, hey, Joey, look at the fucking tube. Big ass fucking tube over here. You never hear that. You know why? No tubes. We don't have tube one. We are essentially tubeless. Takes the cake. You know, say, boy, he really takes the cake. Where? Where do you take a cake? To the movies? You know where I would take a cake? Down to the bakery to see the other cakes. And how come he takes the cake? How come he don't take the pie? Pie is easier to carry than the cake. Easy as pie. Hey, wait. Cake is not too hard to carry either. Piece of cake. The greatest thing since sliced bread. So this is it, huh, folks? Couple of 100,000 years. The fucking pyramids, for Christ's sakes. Panama Canal, the Great Wall of China. Even a lava lamp. To me is greater than sliced bread. What's so great about sliced bread? You got a knife, you got a loaf of bread, slice the fucking thing! And get on with your life. Out walking the streets. You know, guy gets a parole. They say, now instead of being in prison, this guy is out walking the streets. How do we know? Maybe the guy's home banging the babysitter. Not everybody gets a parole is out walking the fucking streets. A lot of times they steal a car, you know. And we ought to be glad. Thank God he stole a car. At least he's not out walking the streets. Fine and dandy. That's an old-fashioned one, isn't it? Yeah. Say to a guy, how are you? He says, fine and dandy. Not me. I never say that. You know how come? Because I'm never both of those things at the same time. Sometimes I'm fine, not dandy. Close to dandy, approaching dandy, in the vicinity of dandyhood. Not quite fully dandy. Other times, I am indeed highly dandy. However, not fine. One time, 1965, August, for about an hour. I was both fine and dandy at the same time. But nobody asked me how I was. And I could have told him. I could have told him. I could have said to the person, fine and dandy. I consider it a lost opportunity. Walking papers. You know, guy gets fired. You say, geez, poor guy. Well, they give him his walking papers today. Did you ever get any walking papers? Seriously? Believe me, in my life, I got fired a lot of times. You can tell. Never got any walking papers. Never got a pink slip either. You know what I would get? A guy would come around to my desk and say, get the fuck out of here! You don't need paper for that. It's like the Riot Act. The Riot Act. They keep telling you they're going to read that to you. Have you heard this thing at all? Especially when you're a kid, they threaten you. You wait till your father comes home, he's going to read you the Riot Act. Tell him I already read it myself. And I didn't like it either. I consider it wordy and poorly thought out. He wants to read me something. How about the Gentleman's Guide to the Golden Age of Blowjobs? More than happy. I bet you say that sometimes, don't you? Once in a while, you say to somebody, oh, I'd be more than happy to do that. How can you be more than happy? To me, this sounds like a dangerous mental condition. We had to put Dave in the mental home. He was more than happy. One more of these. In your own words. People say that to you. You know when you hear that a lot in a classroom or in a courtroom, they'll say to you, tell us in your own words. Do you have your own words? Hey, I'm using the ones everybody else has been using. Next time they tell you to say something in your own words, say, Nick Flat Blarney Quando Flu.
My own words. Alright, good night. That's funny shit. Gobbledygoo. I'll tell you what. Great pick tonight for the salute, George Carlin. Just a load of fun to listen to George Carlin comedy. You know, definitely a classic. You know, people like that. You can't duplicate that. People can try, but they can't. You know, I mean, you just can't. Great stuff. And yeah, I'll tell you what. I mean, just comedy legend there, George Carlin. Can't go wrong. Man, good stuff. I mean, I've been laughing the whole night. You know, every time we go to break and I'm listening to this stuff, you know, usually the salutes, you know, you kind of walk away a little bit because I've heard of all this stuff. But I mean, I heard all this stuff earlier today when I was putting the show together. But I've actually sat here and listened again because this stuff is so funny, and it's just it's priceless stuff. It holds up. It's just great. It's just absolutely great.
Holds up better than I do.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, indeed. All right, we have about 18 minutes to go left in the program. If you'd like to participate and give us a call, we'd love to hear from you. 234-200-5110. We'll put you right through here in the final 18 minutes of the program. Tonight, we did throw out a poll question. Matter of fact, I was going to check the poll results here real quick. Why I'm thinking about it. I was going to give everyone the final poll results of the night of our question about the Uber and Lyft drivers. So let me get to the... I had it pulled up and then it went, where'd it go? It's one of those deals. In fact, let me get to it here. see. Let me go to the page, and I will find it for you, and I'll give everyone the final results here tonight. Phone is going goofy. It is what it is. All right, let's see if they're find the poll results. Let's see. It should be right here. Let's see. Ah, Jesus. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if we can find it. Let's see. Where the hell is it? I hate that shit. Facebook's just not cooperating tonight. Oh, well. Anyway, okay, here we go. 68%, I don't care. 17% was the yes, and another 12% for no. So that's kind of where it was for the night. Tony, you're fading there, buddy.
A little bit. I got 15 minutes.
You got 50. Then you got to wake up and drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dylan's over here
getting through it with allergy medicine.
Dylan's like, Dylan, you're supposed to ingest it orally, not snort it like cocaine, dude. You know.
Allergies, you know.
Allergies have been shit. I'll tell you what.
All the meth heads are trying to convert all their meth back to Sudafed.
Oh my God. I'll tell you what. This week, Wednesday, I kid you not. This is no joke. Wednesday, I had it real bad Wednesday. I come down here Wednesday, get some stuff done, and I'm just sneezing my damn head off all frickin' morning.
Yeah.
All afternoon. Me and Lori were together all day, and we were running a couple errands and doing a few things. And I'm like, I took Claritin, did nothing. So I finally said, I had Benadryl in my drawer. I took 2 Benadryl, still nothing. I'm still sneezing, watery eye. It was just like my right eye and my right nostril. I hate it. Just the one side of my face.
It's all that fucking rain we had too, which is
God,
everything to grow, and it's just releasing its pollen.
Yeah. Then Lori gives me a Sudafed. She's here, take a Sudafed. All right. And I was like, normally those are supposed to be non-drowsy. I was like hit after that. So we had to go pick up kids from school, my kids. And she goes, you want me to drive? I was like, yeah, could you drive? And I'm like, we're sitting there. We wanted to school at like 2 o'clock. You know, Alex don't get out till 2:40. I'm sitting there. I passed out for 40 minutes in the car. And then by the time I woke up, I felt fine. I was like, I feel fine now. It was just weird. And I still been like just congested the last couple of days, but I mean, not like how Dylan feels right now. I mean, and Lori, she's been awful. Then Loriana, my daughter, she's been kind of like, my son's been, like just the last few days. It's like, and then I've been seeing all over Facebook. I got a lot of friends. I see a lot of friends going, oh, these damn allergies, or I'm sick as a dog. And I'm like, good God, that shit's going around right now. It's just, it's been a weird spring already, and, it's, You're right there, Tony. Yep. Yeah, okay. Tony is fading, and he's like,
me too.
Yeah, you both are fading. I'm the one talking and awake.
Yeah.
Good Lord. 11:47. Next week's show, I think we're going to salute another comedic genius, and here's the one I'm thinking about doing. Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh, good.
I think that's a good pick for next week. We'll do Rodney Dangerfield next week.
Because between the movies he's done, all his stand-up.
Yes. He's got some great stuff. So we're gonna pull some Rodney Dangerfield out of the archives, and we'll play some Rodney Dangerfield clips next week. I think it'd be kind of fun to do a Rodney Dangerfield salute. I think that'd be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do that next week. So
and a little trivia for to build up to next week too.
Yeah.
You know how old Rodney Dangerfield was when he finally got discovered? 47.
47. Wow.
He was he did whatever work he could do to get by, and it did some stand up, and he didn't really get discovered until he was in his 40s.
Yeah.
Then of course then everything just took off.
Oh, his career was skyrocketed. You know, and he got better as he aged. I mean, he got better and better as he went on.
Well, you remember that clip that about a year and a half ago? I believe it was the old show.
Mm-hmm.
We had saluted the movie Back to School,
Mm-hmm.
and then we had played that clip of him on Carson.
Yes.
And where he is for like 10 minutes, he had Carson rolling.
Oh yeah.
Because just his comedy.
Oh, he just classic stuff. You know?
He's always called it a string of pearls.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have one bit, then the next joke's got to relate to the last one and the next one.
Yeah.
And it's just, you constantly keep it going and going and going.
Yeah, and he was the master of doing that.
Oh, yeah.
He was the master of just self-deprecation, you know. He was really good at self-deprecating himself, for sure. And he was the king of it.
Oh, yeah.
Without question. And
yeah, he was just like, you get him in you're like, you know, okay, hey, you know, I know my wife's been cheating on me. Every time I come home, the bird says, quick, out the window.
Oh, it's like the one where it's like, you know, about, what was the one joke
my wife
about?
likes to talk every time, after every time she has sex, you know, so she makes sure she calls me from the hotel room.
Yeah.
Or me and my wife would smoke after sex.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was getting
And then,
yeah.
you know, it's just like, you know, I've had the same pack since 1973, and she's up to 3 packs a day.
Mm-hmm.
And I know my wife's a screamer, especially when I walk in on her.
Yeah.
I asked my doctor, am I healthy enough for sex? He's like, not if you join in.
Not if you join in. But, you know, Dangerfield's comedy was just absolute, you know, just, again.
I mean, I think he only ever made like one dud movie, and that was Ladybugs, where he was a soccer coach.
That was kind of PG for him, you know, it really was, you know.
Because we were used to him in Caddyshack.
Caddyshack and Back to School.
Yeah.
You know, movies like that, you know, but Ladybugs was very much PG, you know, I mean, because you had Jack Gay Harry, you know, who was his secretary or whatever.
From 227.
From 227, and then you had Jonathan Brandis was the kid who, that kid killed himself years ago, you know. But, yeah, I'll tell you what, I mean, it was a cute movie, but it, like I said, very much, it wasn't Rodney Dangerfield's cup of tea. I mean, they threw he had his Rodney Dangerfield-isms, if you know what I mean, you know, in there. His little one-liners, but very tame. It was a very tame show, or a very tame movie, you know, for him. So, not his best work, but still a decent movie. I mean, it was family friendly, you know, and that's definitely wasn't Caddyshack. Definitely wasn't Back to School, you know. And, you know, Back to School really being, you know, one of his best films, I think, in my personal opinion, was Back to School. We salute that on this show a while back. But I'll tell you what, the stuff that he could just do. I mean, one of my favorite lines from Back to School, okay, you know, bring us a pitcher of beer every 7 minutes till we pass out, and then every 10 minutes after that. You know, I mean, I try to use that
He's
one.
in a hot tub, and he's like, everybody likes some bubbles in their hot tub.
Yeah. Bubbles! Hey, Bubbles. Yeah. Oh, God, I'll tell you what, though. Just a lot of fun. I mean, just those are great movies. And you're not going to see movies made like that today.
No.
You're not going to see comedy like that today. I mean,
Well, it's like I was talking to somebody, and they couldn't make Blazing Saddles today.
No.
Not dropping the N-word left and right like they do.
You couldn't pull off, you know, the stuff that was acceptable 20 years ago. I mean, today's world is too politically correct. Everyone's offended by every little thing.
They're supposed to try to remake All in the Family.
Oh, God. How are they going to pull that off? Because it's not going to be the same.
It would offend everybody these days.
They ain't going to be able to do it, because here's the thing. It'll be a watered-down version at best. I mean, in all reality, it would be completely watered down, because you can't duplicate that. And that's the thing. You know, that's the thing with Hollywood today, and these studios, and they're out of ideas. I mean, everything. I mean, they're running out of ideas.
Everything's a remake.
Everything's a remake, a rehash of something, and there's just no more good ideas anymore. I mean, you just don't see anything good. So, I mean, everything's based on a movie from 1970 or 1980. You know, they try to remake this, remake that, and remake this, and remake that. And that's just the problem, you know. How many versions of, like, what was that one they did? They did a remake of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles not that long ago, and they called it something completely different. But it was the same damn movie. I mean, the same story, different characters. It's just the same. It was the same story, just a rehash. I can't remember what they called it. But, I mean, it was a good story. It was the same damn movie, though. I mean, it's the thing. They're making the same movie. They're just rehashing it. They're redesigning it, trying to put a 21st century spin on things. But you can only rehash things so many times, you know, before it's like, oh, God, we've seen that. Seen that already. You know, it's like, oh, this will look great. Oh, it's the same movie from 20 years ago, just a different name. You know, that's the problem today with there's just no creative anymore. I mean, there's no original story. Everyone's out of thoughts. Everyone's out of ideas. And that's what's so sad about the entertainment industry today. I mean, everyone's running out of ideas because everything's been done.
I mean, at least the Marvel Cinematic Universe had, what did they have, like 16 movies come out between all the individual superheroes and
22
over
11 years.
22 over 11 years, but I mean, but they always it was based on the comic book stuff, but they made it fresh.
Well, the ideas were already there. It's just putting it into action.
Mm-hmm.
I mean.
But you know, but they didn't do it in such a way where it seemed like a rehash of something because they never tried to make it into movies before.
Yeah, it's never been a movie before, so it's new.
It's new. It's exactly it. But it's still not like it's a brand new story. You know, I mean, none of these stories are brand new.
No.
I mean, like I never followed the Marvel comics as a kid, so you know, watching all these movies is all new to me. So it's like, oh wow. Yeah, I mean. And I think that's kind of the hope for a lot of the genres too. Is like, oh yeah, you hope people didn't see this 20 years ago, or you hope someone didn't follow this, you know. So it's brand new again, you know. But that's the problem with so many movies and TV shows today that they're just all rehashes and they're all remakes, and that's what sucks today. I mean, that's in reality that's why I don't really watch a lot of TV anymore. I really don't. I hardly ever watch TV. And the stuff I watch the old stuff. I was telling Tony earlier, and I think I was telling you too. I was watching the $6 Million Man on the TV, and I was like, that show's 40 plus years old, and I was watching that shit and enjoying the hell out of that last night, you know, because you know, there's supposed to be a redo $6 Billion Man movie with Mark Wahlberg. I've heard this rumor for years. I don't think it's ever came to fruition, but. They'll turn it into a damn comedy. You know that's what they'll do. I mean, instead of turning it into a serious story, it'll be a comedy. And it's like some of these movies that, like, you know, they turn them like, oh, it's supposed to be it was a serious themed TV show, and they turn it into a damn comedy. And of course they flop. You know, everything's got to be a comedy these days.
Like Chips,
serious TV show. They made it a damn comedy, and the movie sucked. That movie was horrible.
Well, they canceled Lethal Weapon.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's a thing. You know, they're
trying to take the old TV shows and make them into movies, and the old movies and make them into TV shows, and they all suck.
Yeah, because the thing is, you know, they completely botch the original concept. They try to change it up so much.
Yeah.
Why even give it the same damn name?
Right.
You know, that's the, you know, oh, we're going to bank on this franchise. That's what it is. Oh, we're going to bank on this franchise, and we're going to make a lot of money. That's what it comes down to, a quick payday. They don't care if it's going to last 2-3 years, as long as they're making their damn payday for 2 or 3 years. That's what's sad about it now. But, well, I think it's close enough to get out of here, guys. 11:57. We're going to go ahead and end the show a couple minutes early. We started the show a couple minutes early, so I think it kind of evens out. So, all right, we'll be back next Friday for another edition of Some Kind of Radio Show. Saluting Rodney Dangerfield next week. Tomorrow morning, brand new show starting, Cinder Block Sports with John O'Donnell. You want to stay tuned, 9 a.m. Get your Cinder Block Sports. Great show planned. It's going to be a hell of a show, so you want to make sure you tune in for that one. And then Half Cock Radio Show will be on tomorrow night. I'm not sure what's going on with Game Jam. We'll as we find out more, we'll let everybody know. But right now, we're going to sign off for the night, and we'll see everybody next week. And everybody, have a good night, and be safe out there, and be careful. And if you're not, name it after Tony. Have a good night, everybody.